Well, it's official. Bill's dead. He went on a cruise. He fell off the side of the boat. And he's dead. So this is Nick.
This is Sean.
This is Rob.
Welcome to Keeping Up with the Kardashians. We are so happy to be here today.
Thrilled.
As we mourn the passing of Bill and celebrate the rise of Sean. The king is dead. Long live the king.
That's right.
Yes. Anyways, we are a podcast that focuses on pop culture, news, video games, TV shows, all that good stuff. But our special and most important love is Star Trek. And we are continuing our review of Star Trek. We are in season 6, and we're continuing our trend for another couple weeks of reviewing one episode a week for no reasons.
No reason at all.
And today, the episode we're going to review is Relics, which is a really good episode for Sean to drop in on because he's kind of skipping ahead a little bit.
Damn. I was very happy when I watched it last night.
Were you?
That it was a bottle. Because I came upstairs and my wife was like, "Did it spoil anything?" And I was like, "No, it was a bottle episode.
Yeah.
It was great."
And it's a really good bottle episode.
It was a good one, but it did there's some things that I was going to bring up in my show notes. That,
Okay.
right. when I watched the episode, I was like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm Scotty."
Yeah.
I think that's the funny thing. We'll get into it, but I remember I watched this episode for the first time when I was a kid, and I'm like, Scotty's being a little bit of a baby here, and now I'm like, oh, Scotty, I'm right there with you, man. My iPad sometimes doesn't work right, and I want it to work, and
It was more like, and we'll get into it, like you said, but it's more the Scotty go, like, man, he talks a lot.
yeah. The older you get, the more you'll talk too. Yeah,
I hope not. I hope I talk
you
less.
tell a lot of stories.
He's the only Star Trek cast member that I've ever met in real life.
James Doohan.
Mm-hmm. We got into a fight.
You got into a fight?
It's a long story.
Well, you got the plate. You got a platform to tell it on.
He is missing
Yes,
a finger.
One.
Yeah, and my dumbass was like, was it easier for you to do this? And he was like, I lost that in the war. Which he did.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a child.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it wasn't really a fight. He was just,
He just said that little shit.
He went stern old man Doohan.
But
I deserved it.
I like the setup of that story, though. That was pretty great because I'm envisioning Sean from the comic convention versus.
It was my very first convention. It was a Star Trek convention.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yep.
Domino's Farms.
Yep.
And I sauntered up to his table with my buddy.
Yeah.
They were all very well versed in Trek. I was not.
You were not.
I mean, dabbled.
Yeah.
You flirted.
They kind of did hide his hands in the show.
They did.
Yeah, you never.
So it threw me off when he set him down.
Yeah.
Like I legitimately for a minute there thought he just didn't have.
It's like he's getting a shocker.
And then it was like really irritating because then as I was saying it, I was like, he doesn't even do the thing. You idiot.
Because of that?
Yeah, he doesn't do it.
I can't do that to this day.
I can double down, buddy.
I've never been because this
Ninja Turtles, man.
That
years
helps.
and years of playing Ninja Turtles.
Is that what that was called when
Yeah.
you were a kid? All right. Well, whatever. To each their own.
Always go so dirty, so fast.
That was not dirty. You made it dirty.
You made
in
it
your
dirty.
mind.
No, the way I fucked me was how you went dirty.
I did not.
You looked over me and is that what they called it when you were a little?
Okay.
Out of the 3 million pages,
So
Nick's
first
name's
of
coming up.
all, you you flatter yourself, sir, to think that I'm over here making love to you. And it's not happening. Okay.
Just saying, since I showed
What
up,
I have is purely
Rob's
carnal.
stock has gone down.
Yeah, that's true. That's understandable.
No, it hasn't.
So we got a lot to talk about today, though, because Sean has come prepared with questions for us, and I'm excited to get into those. But I'm assuming we're going to wait for those.
Yeah.
They're Star Trek
Because
related.
You guys are a pop culture thing first, which is one of my beefs.
Sean,
I know. That's another one of my
And
beefs.
one of our beefs, what? Why is it a
there's
beef?
multiple beefs.
Why is that a beef that we're a because we don't really...
Because we...
What? Just go in your rant.
Don't
Do
be
it.
a bitch.
No, I don't want to go on a rant.
Okay.
Don't be a bitch.
People already hate me.
No one hates you.
No one
It
hates you.
is.
I mean,
Bill Love Fest all the time.
Well, he's on the. To be fair, he's been on it more than you
Dude,
have.
I told you
Recently.
guys, he was the guy.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm still pissed off that you guys asked Joe before you asked me.
Well, you're still on that.
Discuss.
I didn't know you then, right? So,
I know,
if
fair.
anyone, it's his fault.
It's true.
It's totally my fault.
It is
It's because
his
I
fault.
don't like football.
That's probably
It was
actually
biased because I don't like football.
that's actually
That's
probably,
probably
true.
true.
No, 100%.
What would you
I
call
knew
it when someone? Okay, so like when someone is racist against someone else, you know, like it's
race.
what would it be for sports?
Oh, it's a
sportsism,
thing. Yeah.
That's like athleticism.
athleticism,
No, that's a different thing.
athletic.
It's because I like hockey. And Rob hates hockey.
You know, Red Wings are struggling lately, though.
Just
Ooh,
the past few games.
Colorado 5-0.
Ooh.
Woo! That was a ugly game.
Ooh.
Ugly game.
We don't talk hockey in this podcast.
Oh, we do now.
No, we don't.
We talk Star Wars now.
Oh my
Because
God.
you're not a Star Wars guy. I guess that's just when Bill's on.
Yeah. Save that for when he's here.
Okay. All right. But there are a couple things, more serious things we should start off. First of all, there are two legendary actors who have passed away, an actor and an actress within this past week. One, of course, is from a famous television show, Sanford and Son, Grady DeMond Wilson. That always reminds me of Scrubs.
Scrubs, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut your cake hole.
What?
I didn't
79 years
didn't
old, though.
The implication of your look
I
on your
don't
face.
have a problem with Scrubs. Listen. I don't like watching medical shows.
Because, yeah, the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I
I don't want to get home from an ER to watch an ER.
That's why, like,
I'm okay watching murdering shows.
And Scrubs is a weird one because who's the chief?
Kelso.
Kelso. Bob Kelso.
No,
That's Cox that you just did. Kelso. Bob Cole.
Who's
Kelso.
the old one?
Kelso does.
Kelso. He's the Knight Rider guy.
What's his actual
He
name,
played
though?
Kit.
He played Kit.
No.
The voice of Kit.
No, that
somebody
was
pull up a
that was
picture.
Mr. Feeney played the voice of Kit.
Yeah.
That was also the.
Somebody
you're
pull
right.
up a
Ken
picture.
Jenkins.
Ken
Ken
Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Yes. Okay.
Because you knew him.
Yeah.
Knew of
Roundabout-
him.
Roundabout way.
He was like a neighbor or something.
Friend of a gal.
Okay.
Sorry, grandfather of a gal.
Yeah. I get you. I hear you.
Right.
So, yes, Ken
But
Jenkins.
that's why I don't watch The Pit. That's why I don't watch Grey's Anatomy. That's why I don't watch
The Pit's amazing.
I know,
Well, Grey's
I know,
Anatomy
I
also.
know.
Crazy now.
I know it doesn't belong in those ballparks.
You know, actually, I totally get that because even
Would you watch a show about pastors?
You don't watch a lot of pastor
well,
shows?
that was the thing about when the Knives Out movie came out. It's all about this
I
Catholic
love that
priest,
movie.
right?
Great movie, though.
And it was a little too real. Like there was parts of the movie where I'm like, man, I've gotten that phone call where he calls for like one little piece of information, and then all of a sudden he's on the phone for 2 hours
Yeah.
with the woman, and like by the end they're saying a prayer. Like I've been there, so it's like I can't enjoy this.
That's like what I said. I don't watch murder shows.
Yeah, because you deal with a lot of murder in your job. Yeah, what he does, we're not telling you.
Mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
It almost happened on Monday.
Almost. Rob
Would
has
you not
a
watch
set-
the murder shows because you do the murder?
Well, he's not admitting anything.
Yeah,
He's not
this
admitting
is on YouTube and,
Oh, yeah,
and,
that's true.
and Spotify. What are you doing? to
I
me?
know. We had that conversation.
What are you doing?
You can't admit those things. though.
Spotify.
You got a problem with Spotify too?
What do you guys get? 3% of a nickel?
we
that's
don't even get that.
That's true.
I've always watched you guys on YouTube, but only the episodes I'm on.
Specifically just the parts where I speak.
Because the quality's so much better.
Fast forward past everything
It's
else.
funny. I only watch the episodes I'm on too.
It used to be where I would listen to all of our episodes so I could kind of critique them, and then the longer we've been on, it's like, oh, I don't have
No,
it.
We have
see,
Brody for that.
Yeah, Birdie's always got our
I thought
back.
about going back to the beginning because I don't even
Wow.
remember when you guys started.
Oh my
And so I
gosh.
was kind of curious what the original was like. And
Very
then
different.
Then I was like, nope, I've got to Stan Lee this. Everyone's issue is a first issue. Mm-hmm. So that's why on my list of questions, like you might have covered this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't want any pushback if you have.
No, that's
because
fine.
It's news to me.
Sure.
Well, and we've
there's
been getting a lot of new listeners lately because of the Star Trek Jeopardy and some other things too. So
Plug. What a
yeah,
mess.
yeah. And also because another friend we know is on Basement Comics, and you know,
Yeah.
sometimes
Okay.
we get him on.
maybe he'll mention us one
Looks
day.
like he's
He just
filming through a
needs to
potato.
upgrade his filming setup
His
because
camera
does.
stuff is terrible.
it's clearly not a 4K camera.
No,
not.
it's not even 1080p. It's not.
It's 720i.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're going 420, baby.
oh my God. You know what though? There's something to.
No, there's
Man.
not. No, there's not. Stop right
No,
there.
absolutely. You and I. This is in the later comments. You and I are going to go at it. I'm sure.
On
Dear Diary.
old TVs, like the grain of.
I have
There's character
wherever
to it.
this show might go. I might be getting Will Wheaton.
Oh, shut up, Sean. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I told Nick to shut up last week, I think.
You did.
I did.
Oh, because it was about the rainbow cake.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was upset about the rainbow cake.
Really upset about
I
it.
reached out to my sister-in-law, and she was like, "That no, I'm not doing that."
I'm still torn.
I was
Call your
like,
sister-in-law a whore for me.
well,
Maybe.
Oh.
So this started off as eulogizing an actor who passed.
Yeah.
And we've failed that.
We're terrible.
There was another actress who passed as well. Catherine O'Hara passed away.
Yeah.
And she was 71.
She's young.
So he was 79. She was 71.
Both young, really.
Both pretty young. Yeah. That's sad, man.
now that we're
Yeah.
closer to 71, 79, it's much younger.
It's hitting a little bit harder these days.
It is.
It's, man. It's weird when you start living in that era where like your childhood idols and actresses and like they start passing
Who cares
away.
about that? Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I remember
Like Matthew Perry friends or like real
No,
life
Really?
friends?
With people you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of like I remember when I was a little kid when Frank Sinatra passed away, and my parents were like, "Oh my gosh, this is terrible." I'm like, "Why do you care? Like you never knew him or whatever." But now it makes sense, right? Like this is I mean, I'm not saying that Catherine O'Hara and Frank Sinatra are on the same level, but it's it's still these people you grow up with. And,
I was crushed when Tupac died.
yeah, I hear
He
you.
was.
100%.
Yeah, I can buy it. 2 times in life you cried. Well, 3 times. Tupac died, Barry Sanders retired, and Rainbow Cake was retired.
I didn't cry during that, but I wanted to. I don't have the ability anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. The rainbow cake thing was pretty sweet. I was like, where the fuck has this guy been?
Yeah, right.
That guy doesn't exist often.
Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. So rest in peace to those 2 film icons. Very much so.
That's a moment of silence right there.
What are you doing over there, bud?
Well, I was debating doing this,
No,
that was
that's
too-
terrible.
and then I was debating this one.
Big fracking.
That's
and then
terrible.
That's not good either. And then I debated this one,
Daddy, chill.
and I just couldn't decide. So I didn't use any of them.
Yeah, not one of them. Did not use one of them.
Did not, because that would have been insensitive.
Luckily, you
That
did
would've
not
been
use a
insensitive.
single one at all.
Actually, no, truth be told, like one of my weird coping mechanisms with anything traumatic or anything sad is humor. Like I lean into dark humor.
Me
Like,
too.
That's
Yeah.
kind of, and it's not to be like I'm masking because like I emote at other times, but like in those moments, sometimes
It's totally masking for him.
yeah. It's, oh yeah. This guy masks for sure.
I don't mask anything.
We should turn this into a counseling hour for Rob and just be like,
I dare you.
let's feel your feelings.
Let's go to Patreon. Let's do
go
it.
to Patreon. Let's talk with Rob about his week. Oh my gosh, that'll be. Oof. All right.
But people are like, you found 2 you had to deal with 2 dead bodies a week, and you're not like, that doesn't faze me.
That's the weird thing about my job too. Like I never thought I would deal with ashes and accidentally ingesting ashes while I'm burying them in the garden, a memorial garden. Like there's been many times I'm like, oh, I just coughed up Betty, you know.
Oh no.
But Betty was a sweet soul, so it's okay. Now Betty lives inside me.
Yeah, she does.
So I mean, it's a weird thing. Like you don't think about those things when I go to seminary.
The
I'm like-
wind blows accidentally, and all of a sudden,
and then someone's like, "Why don't you wear a mask when you do that?" And I'm like, "Oh,
don't tread on me.
yeah." And I'm like, "I'm an anti-masker. I don't wear masks for these things." Okay. Other news and pop culture. There's a couple other things that I wanted to bring up, but I don't know if one of you guys wants to go first. So, like, what do you want to talk about first?
Sean, lead off.
What's the big thing that happened for you this last week in pop culture?
Oh, well, I mean, for me personally,
I mean, for you, it was a big deal. I mean, for all Marvel fans, right?
all right.
But for you,
Well, it wasn't the order that I was initially bringing
okay,
them.
fine.
Oh, okay.
do whatever order
Fine.
you want.
Sure.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
I watched all of Wonder Man.
You cranked it all out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
How many episodes is it?
8.
8?
I watched the
They're-
1st
they're-
one.
Dude, they're like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It's super fast, and it's really good. Like, it's top 3 MCU shows for me.
Really?
What's top one?
I really love Hawkeye.
I love Hawkeye too. That's easily my number one.
That is your number one.
Easily.
Yeah, easily.
I think it's like number one. Then you got 2 through 5, which is nothing, and then 6 kicks in right there.
I really liked WandaVision though. I really liked WandaVision.
That's my number 2.
I because it did something new and different, and I really dug that about it. So that would probably be my number 1, just because of the creativity behind it. Hawkeye would probably be 2. 3 would be like the Netflix Daredevil series.
I don't count that as like a Disney Plus MCU thing.
So you're not even considering it because it was such a different tone.
Born Again does.
Yeah,
but Born Again is still a different tone.
Yeah, but
then,
I mean,
and it wasn't as good as.
I agree with that.
I mean, it's still good, but it's not. It's not the same.
Yeah, it is.
That lady was the love interest in that show was terrible.
The lawyer.
The lawyer was terrible. They had no chemistry. They forced it down your throat.
I think that was part of that was the whole point. That Matt is trying to mask and hide behind
No, I think it was just forced bad acting and bad writing.
No.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
Not so much
what do you think?
I don't agree either.
Yeah, I don't agree.
But unfortunately, this is one of those where
it's opinions, right?
Well, and
some are wrong.
Completely understand. No. I understand where you're coming from. I feel weird when it comes to that type of thing because it's like that character I know if I try to separate the lens of I read comics, right?
Right.
From I don't know what that noise is.
Yeah, it just started.
What, on the podcast?
Yeah, back a little bit of buzz again.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So I try to not bring my preconceived notions of an understanding of a character because it's to me I could be well, there's probably some things that are motivating her to be that way on the show, but I don't know if the show is going to go the route that the comic book does. So I tend to keep that stuff to myself.
And I don't have
the only heads up I ever gave was my wife at Infinity War. I was buckle up because this is going to end with everybody getting dusted.
Yeah.
And she was like, thank you for telling me that.
I was, yeah.
She often goes back to it was so nice to know what we were getting when we went in there because I knew, looking around, she was I could take that moment and watch everyone lose their mind and children were weeping.
Oh my gosh.
My daughter was hilarious. We took a before and after picture. It was fantastic.
My audience went nuts when Black Panther blipped out.
Yeah.
They lost it. Oh, no! He's going to come back.
Yeah. I know, right? Actually, that kind of pissed me off because I'm just they're all going to come back. This is just dumb.
But I think it's also if you're a comic fan and you know that storyline, there's also this. Oh, bless their heart because they're going to really enjoy this, right? There's also and also you're witnessing the power of what those comics were brought to screen, right? Obviously not the same level as the comics, but it's still it's a way to be wow, these writers really had something back then because look, it translates really well to screen too. You know,
I saw some concept art that was released this week too, which showed Nebula with the gauntlet, which is how it shook out in the comics.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
So they thought about that.
Anyways,
Wonder Man.
Yep.
Wonder Man, it's great.
Ben Kingsley's in it.
Yeah, he's fantastic, and that's one of those things where so when Age of Ultron came out, I was I was pissed. That because I was first Avengers movie, I was waiting for Steve to say Avengers Assemble.
Mm-hmm.
Age of Ultron came out, and I was waiting for Steve to say. I'm say it, say it, say it, say it, say it, say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the payoff,
totally worth it. Yeah,
right. And there have been lots of payoff that has been worth it. That has been me as a fan of the medium, where I just take a back seat to that and go, there's so much trust there that there's going to be a payoff, and they're everybody that's clutching their pearls about the RDJ Doom thing. It's I don't think they'd do this if they didn't know that it was going to work.
Yeah,
right.
And when it came to Wonder Man, I know when I first saw Iron Man 3 and Ben Kingsley I was so excited for Ben Kingsley to be the Mandarin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the twist came, I was kind of that's kind of a bummer. I was really hoping to see the Mandarin. But Ben Kingsley has done such a wonderful fucking job with Trevor Slattery.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so this ties back into the Iron Man 3 of it all, you get quite a few flashbacks and kind of like, and it's just nice kind of being, I like a universe that gets to like flesh itself out.
Sure.
And the fact that we can revisit this 13 years later makes the universe feel more real.
And I think too, one of the, like,
But it's a great show. It's fun. It's
I watched the first episode. I was interested.
See, I don't know much about Wonder Man. I never. Really
I don't know anything about Wonder Man.
That's okay, so this is also my other favorite part of online discourse is like everyone losing their mind because of the race swap of a character that literally no one cares about.
Right.
But they're going to go crazy about that. And it's like, dude, the actor crushes it.
As long as the actor is good, I don't care.
How do you pronounce his name? Yahya Abdul Mateen?
Yep.
Not even trying.
So you were
Yahya.
He was an Aquaman.
Yahya?
He was an Aquaman
Was he?
with Jason Momoa.
Never seen it.
Oh yeah, he played what's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. He played what's his name? Black Manta.
Black Manta.
I was gonna leave it. What's his name?
I thought that's what it was going to be, but I was like, if I just say Black Manta, then
And I'm completely wrong.
Bill's going to pop up in that chair right there and be like, fuck did you just...
Oh, and he played Morpheus in the Matrix reboot.
What?
I was about to say.
Yeah. Matrix Resurrections, he plays in Morpheus.
Morpheus.
Because
Really?
they didn't bring back Lawrence Fishburne for it, and they give a weird
Why not?
explanation for. I don't know.
Because they're in the Matrix.
Look, Matrix Resurrections is terrible, just like the
I thought
Matrix
there was only
Reloaded.
one.
I thought it was better than Reloaded and the other one.
Matrix Reloaded and
Oh boy.
I don't know what they all are. Oh my gosh,
I just know there's one.
Yes.
there should only be
and there is
one.
the one.
And that's what. Neo. Man, when that movie ends and the Rage Against the Machine plays and he flies away, and then they come out with sequels and they're terrible.
Yeah.
All right. So I wanted to get back to my point that I was going to say about Marvel, that you were talking about the payoff after 13 years. I think actually this is I'm realizing now this is part of why I struggled this most recent run, this most recent phase, because I felt like they were trying to do things that they hadn't earned yet. They were trying to force things along and be like, we're giving you all this, like, we're overloading you with crap because now, like, Robert Downey Jr. is gone and Steve Rogers, all these major characters are gone, so we need to shove as much crap in your face as possible. And it's like, whoa. Earn it. Make us invested in the characters.
I felt the same way about the Daredevil relationship between Matt Murdock and the lawyer chick. Is that I felt like they were trying to force it on us.
That
to
was
make
the
us,
whole point, because Matt Murdock is struggling to get over the death of Foggy, and he's trying to pretend like he's
They
fine.
want us to
and
care
he's
about this
not
person.
fine. And
just introducing her, and I did not care about her at all.
that's kind of
And
the
they-
point,
they
because
did
you're supposed
nothing
to see it from Matt's point of view, because Matt
make us
doesn't
care
even
about
really
her.
care about her.
No.
Yes.
No.
Sean agrees.
734-494.
You're saying the lawyer chicken born again. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about She-Hulk.
Oh, God, no.
I was like,
Tatiana Maslany,
wait,
who quit, and then they hired someone
Wait.
else.
No, did they hire somebody else?
I thought they did.
they haven't hired anybody.
Oh,
I don't think they
Until Variety or somebody reports on it, it's not.
Yeah,
If
you,
not
you
real.
can't believe Joe Blow.
pull any of your crap off of like Marvel brand, blah, 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 Facebook.
Google
no.
Gemini
Stop.
said it.
What is that, AI?
That's
Yeah.
AI.
Just kidding.
Son of a bitch.
All right, what was the other news you had?
The Daredevil
Sean?
teaser.
Oh, Daredevil teaser.
Yeah.
I interrupted, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Daredevil teaser.
That was part of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like I knew from the jump Daredevil Netflix was going to be awesome. I knew the switchover wasn't going to be a problem for Disney because they knew, like, that's a character that like literally no one cared about.
I think they care more about Daredevil than they did Wonder Man.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. But I mean, when the Netflix show was
Oh,
introduced,
sorry.
I don't
Right.
think the general public, it's not like my sister was like, oh, I can't wait to see the adventures of Matt Murdock. That's what I
Especially
mean.
after the
I did.
90s Daredevil, right? Now
It
everyone's
was
like, no, thank you.
2000, sir.
Sorry, how dare I? How
And
dare
the
I?
director's cut, not as bad as the regular.
Wake me up inside. Because Evanescence. was
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
it,
no, we're aware. We all suffered through it.
Save me from the darkness
Yeah.
I've been.
And somebody at Warner Brothers saw that and went like, Batman.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Terrible. Batman. Terrible.
I don't know about that.
I don't like. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Me, you were locking eyes with him.
He does that.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm weird.
I got
mentioned-
these blue eyes. It happens.
Yeah,
All right, fair.
it's fair. So the Daredevil trailer, though, I like it looked like they're teasing that him and Karen are back together again, which I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, That's the whole thing of the Marvel run,
Sure.
too. Will they, won't they?
Until we get to the Kevin Smith of it all.
And I hope they never do an evil Karen. I don't want evil Karen.
Why would they do an evil?
Do you want
Like
naughty
in the
Karen?
comics at one point, they made her evil,
No,
right?
they
I
make
mean,
her
not
a
evil,
drug
but
addict.
I mean, yeah. But then she does bad things.
Sure.
That is
As drug addicts are tend to do.
okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
Stereotyping.
So sorry.
Yeah, not all drug addicts do terrible things.
Oh boy.
This is off the rails.
Yes.
Off the rails. So I'm looking.
Do you really even think they need a trailer for that?
Not really.
Like, I don't want any more trailers for Doomsday. I don't.
You want it to just those
No,
small 30-second
dude,
things?
No, I don't want anything else. Just put the movie out.
I have a friend who is hardcore anti-trailer in general. He will not watch any movie trailers ever because he considers them all spoilers. And this goes back even to back in the day when there was no spoilers in movie trailers.
Wasn't it the Avengers Infinity War where they did they put fake things and took
they did
things
that.
out?
The Spider-Man
Yeah.
trailer, they did that for Brand New Day. No, not Brand New Day, but whatever it was called.
Far From Home.
Far From
Yeah.
Home. Yeah, they did that for that one.
I'm
So,
okay with that. Put fake stuff in the trailer. I think it's great.
Rogue One did that. Star Wars Rogue One did that. They used a bunch of stuff in the trailer that was never even in the movie.
Bill's not here. Stop with the
Like a
Star Wars
ton
talk.
of it.
Yeah. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares, Sean. No, we can use that.
Oh my
now.
gosh, that's right. Nobody cares, Sean. Nobody cares.
Oh, you don't know that, do you? Oh my
don't.
gosh.
Is
That's
this a pop
right.
Culture reference that I'm missing.
It is.
Okay.
What else you got?
The Shrinking season 3 premiere came out.
All right, Nick, you watched it, didn't you?
I did watch it the other day, and it was I laughed, and by the end of the episode, I cried, and it was sad.
Michael J. Fox is in it, right?
It was. Sean, say something.
Nobody cares, Sean.
That needs to be a drop on the board.
I am so excited about that. I just connected those
What's that
dots.
from?
Scrubs.
Scrubs.
Oh, okay.
Scrubs. There you go. There's the
Nobody
clip.
cares, Sean.
He says it
Nobody
all the
cares.
Nobody cares. All the time he says because he's super jealous of Sean.
Yeah.
Is why he says
He's
it all the time.
he's dating Elliot.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. So if Shrinking is very good. I don't know if it has the audience that Ted Lasso does, but it should.
It should.
Dodson! Dodson! We've got Dodson here!
Dude, fucking pay attention, man.
Nobody cares. It's another nobody cares.
Look at this guy, just always on his computer.
I am
Yeah.
always. Sorry, back to what you were saying.
You lead the ship, man.
No, it's a sinking ship.
Yeah, it is.
Constantly. We're bailing out the water all the time. It's not good.
All right.
It's not good. I did see, related to the Marvel stuff, there was some cast updates for Secret Wars.
I doubt that.
Daredevil,
updates?
the Punisher, and other Defenders are expected to make appearances in Avengers Secret Wars. Which, I mean...
I would be surprised by that.
that was-
No, I wouldn't be like at this
Well,
point.
this is Ben Affleck Daredevil.
At this point, people not being in it would surprise me.
I just worry about the size of it right now. And I understand like the X-Men are probably going to be in it for like 5 minutes.
I mean, like I said, I don't think that they would try to do this if, and I have a very different perspective on the pulling in other universe stuff because I actually enjoy the fact that they found a way to bring in the Tobey Maguire, the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans, the 20th century, because it makes those films, like at the time, that was what we had, and it was great. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care what your 2025 lens is. In 2000, Black Leather X-Men was cool.
Oh,
Right?
everyone loved an X2.
Yeah. X-Men X2 was great.
So my thing is that I enjoyed the multiverse saga because it made everything count. Fucking Howard the Duck count.
Yeah, it validates
Right?
everything.
Like, and
Yeah.
I enjoy that. I appreciate because it makes, not that the films needed some connection to make it feel weightier, but
Yeah.
there's just a part of it that I'm just like, oh, that's cool. So
Yeah.
I just,
I can
and
get behind that.
when you're like, I feel like they threw everything at the wall. I look at the first 3 phases of Marvel like it was like the 60s when they introduced the characters.
And then once they're
And then in the
introduced-
70s, they kind of had to bring. That's when you got your Moon Knights and your
Okay.
street level heroes.
I
and
can-
stuff.
I can
And it was
hear
kind
that.
of like a. And the other thing is, you had a lot of people that came in at the very tail end after the hype of Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
that swooped in, watched all the movies,
and then wanted more.
got the payoff for Endgame, and immediately wanted Endgame 2. And that was never going to happen.
Right.
They had to reset. They had to introduce some stuff.
Yeah.
And they were thrown the worst curveball ever during, like, cancel culture Olympics of, like, this thing happened with Jonathan Majors, and so we got to fire him. And, you know, they fired James Gunn, and then that whole thing
Yeah,
happened.
they rehired him. Yeah.
We're going to base the whole thing on Kang, which is great, but
Then
not.
Part of me can imagine them trying to figure out a way to work Kang in. Like the movie starts off with Doom killing Kang, and just slaughtering him. And
Probably the Council of Kangs.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it even is going to have any weight, which is where I think the X-Men are going to come in.
Yeah. Now, I did hear a rumor that the X-Men movie, and who knows how true it is, it's some social media insider who's usually pretty right, James Mack, and he says their thought is they're going to pursue Mr. Sinister as the big villain for the X-Men movie.
Sure.
And the first X-Men movie along with Mojo. But I don't like the Mojo.
I don't like the Mojo.
Mr. Sinister could make a lot of sense and actually fits the sort of universe.
There's some stuff that happens in Wonder Man that makes me wonder if...
makes you wonder, man.
Yeah, that they might find a way to make the Department of Damage Control turn into like a thing that goes after mutants.
Gotcha.
Nice. That would make me happy.
So
I mean, not because they're gonna kill mutants, but it's a good storyline.
Yeah. All right.
It's a good storyline.
Sure.
Other things that there's another thing that I had. Have you guys ever heard of the game? There was a game out there that was an independent game that was developed called Iron Lung. No. So there's this game called Iron Lung, which it's a very basic game. It almost looks like it's 8-bit or whatever. It's set in this fictional world where something happens. It's called the Silent. Oh gosh, why am I blanking on the word? But basically, all the planets and everything disappears in the universe. Like humanity is spread everywhere, but everything disappears. And all that exists is like this weird.
Is that a Deep Space Nine reference that I don't get?
That's a Star Trek Discovery reference. So
that I don't get.
Oh, is that the one with the theme song with lyrics?
No,
that's Enterprise.
It's been a long road.
I'm out.
Getting
from here to there.
No, getting from there to here.
You sure?
It's been a long road getting from there to here. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So it's set in this fictional universe where there's only one moon. The moon is literally covered in an ocean of blood. And they have convicts going in these submarines to the bottom of the ocean to figure out why this blood moon exists and try to figure out what happened to the universe or whatever. The whole point of the game is you're just supposed to follow the instructions and whatever. And it's just like an 8-bit game. Well, apparently this YouTuber guy got super into the game. He was streaming it all the time. His name is, what is his name? Mark Plyer is his name. He's a YouTube guy. And he got super into the video game and he was streaming it. And then he said to like his YouTube fans, he's like, it would be so cool if we could make a movie out of this. So he self-funded. Like this guy's a YouTube creator. He actually writes a script for it. He directs it, and they released it in the theaters this weekend. It got a worldwide release of like a video game adaptation or a movie adaptation of this video game. And apparently, like it's getting really good. It's getting decent reviews. I shouldn't say really good. It's getting decent reviews. So this guy went from YouTube. Can you imagine Basement Comics? All of a sudden, you get your own movie.
No.
Yeah. So this guy.
I would not want that.
But this guy took a video game that he was passionate about, and he crowdfunded, and he raised all this money for it.
Well, hell yeah. Coming next summer, Crossbows and Catapults, the movie.
I want Metal Gear. Let's crowdfund that bad boy.
I want a Zelda.
That's
movie.
coming out.
Oh wait, it's coming out already. Yay! Yeah. So it looked kind of interesting. I don't think I'll see the movie. It looks like almost like a found footage movie.
I'm good.
Well, now you kind of have to see it.
Yeah, you have to build
You're
it
the
up
one
like this.
that like just brought it up.
I know. I just brought it up.
So now
right?
you have to.
But it's already made.
We know you don't do any work on any day other than Sunday, so
That's
you got
actually
plenty
very
of
true.
time.
It's very true.
It's late
Very
Saturday
true.
night too.
It's very true. I wrote my sermon on Tuesday, just for the record,
Look
sir.
at you.
Yes.
Well, praise Jesus.
Because I knew this was going to be a busy week. So the budget was $3 million for the movie. It's already made $9 million. It just came out yesterday. It's
9 million and 10.
Yeah.
You're gonna give them $10, right?
I mean,
You're gonna go see it.
You gonna
I
see
don't
Matt
know.
May?
I'll probably rent it or something. I don't know.
This guy wants theaters to die.
Yeah, he does.
How dare you, sir? How many movies have you been into the last month at the theater? I'll give you my answer. 4.
Yeah, because you're a pastor and you don't do any work.
That's true. Man, I set you up for that one. Dang it.
Hey, guys, did you hear about Jesus? Oh, you're familiar? You've been here for 80 years? Okay.
No.
There's this new thing I want to do. It's called the Bible.
Oh, dear. Anyways.
You guys clean up the Christmas decorations. I got a movie to go watch.
It's true. It's true. I got to go, guys. I got to go. Get to work.
He's always leaving early.
Yeah, you guys got to get to work. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. These people stay for coffee hour till like 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'm like, I am not staying till 12:30 or 1
Especially
o'clock.
during football season. That's insane.
Yeah.
Dude.
What did they?
That's irresponsible.
We try to leave all the time. My sister, she wants to be the last one out the door.
She does.
She's gunning for the best Christian ever badge.
Yeah.
That marriage badge, she's taking it home. You guys do that saints thing, I know. Second you guys give it to her, I'm out.
Oh, the way that church works, that wouldn't happen forever because that award needs to be. You have to be there for decades.
You got to
in order
be
get
vested
that.
like a
You gotta-
mofo.
Yeah, you got to get your time in too. All right,
I was
so
there first, so I better get it first.
you were there first. You are, to be fair.
It's not a union. What are you doing here?
To be fair, he is the lay leader of the church. Like he is.
It's true.
He's
Second
the-
in command. I'm the
he's-
number one.
Nice.
He is. He's number
You
one.
should see how I sit on the pew. It's the same as Riker.
He's
Same
nice.
exact
And
way,
I
and I'm
don't
like,
break eye contact with him during
The
the sermon.
whole-
So
Oh,
how do you get your other leg over the pew?
though it's really uncomfortable the way he looks at the church ladies, just like Riker does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, constantly. He's doing things to them, and I'm like, inappropriate. You are married.
It's true.
So it's not good. He makes Ashley dress up like Deanna Troi all the time at church. It's super weird. Super weird.
And random alien of the week from the planet.
Alien of the week. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No argument from me.
Yeah. Backtracking.
He's more of a Kirk
Do you
guy.
remember the episode where Riker goes to the one planet and it's the matriarchal planet? It's run by all the women and
Yeah.
they kill. Man, Riker, like, you just got to give it to this guy because the way he commands things is he's like, look, here's the deal. We could solve this problem by talking, or
Or hear me
I
out.
could sleep with her, and that's going to make her sympathetic to me. And that's what he does.
I mean,
I mean,
he's good at what he does.
What a leadership style.
He's good at what he does, though.
But that's also what Kirk did, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it worked for him. It's got to work for Riker, too.
See, I always imagined Sean was more like make Ashley dresses like 60s babes.
Nurse Chapel.
Wait, yeah, there's Michelle Roddenberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right, that's her
I
name.
got that
That's
right.
it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Nurse Chapel. I would say Nurse
No, because
Chapel.
there was an ensign.
Star Trek,
There was an ensign
Strange
in the
New
first
Worlds.
season.
Ensign Yeoman.
Yes.
Or Yeoman
That
Rand.
I was, yes.
Yeoman Rand. Yeoman
Yeah.
Rand. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
was
Apparently,
like,
she
I'd
has
like
a
to-
very tragic backstory.
Yes,
though.
she
If you read
does.
the Women of Trek
Yeah.
book by Nana Visitor.
It is rough.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's who I was thinking of. 'cause
Oh, yeah.
That, I was like, man, if I was in the 60s, that would have done things to me.
Those things
I would have
can
back to futured that. Speaking of which, you get any viewer voicemails?
happen. I did. I got a viewer voicemail. Here's
We got a text or two as well.
I do, and there's some comments by Brody. So first and foremost,
Open hailing frequencies.
frequency. Oh, I do hear the buzz now.
Yeah, it's back. Oh, you
it's
just fixed
gone.
it. So it's your headphones.
It's my headphones. That's what it is. All right, here's a viewer voicemail I got.
If I was Marty McFly, I would absolutely destroy the timeline.
There it is. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
That guy sounds like a genius.
Yeah, that guy knows what he's. Gosh, man. And she's throwing herself
I
at
got
him.
to agree with that, dude. I've said that from the first time I saw that movie. I was like, if I was Marty McFly, I would have just destroyed our family line.
I was like,
you would have made them a whole lot dumber.
you'd be your
I
own
think I
brother,
saw Back to
cousin.
the Future very close to the same time that I saw Howard the Duck, and I was
Oh,
like,
my-
I just.
Yeah, and she does some weird thing. She sleeps with him, man. That is so messed up. Her band was amazing though in Howard the Duck. I love that movie. I know
Oh, yeah.
I know it's a terrible movie,
It's
but
terrible.
I also love that.
Oh, I
movie.
get. There's terrible movies out there that we can love.
But that's
Buckaroo Banzai.
I don't know if I've seen
Classic.
it.
What?
what a great voicemail by whoever that random stranger was.
Thanks for calling
Just-
734-494.
I bet you that dude heard you guys toss out that phone number after dropping the "Does anybody believe in this?" And I bet
0980.
you he called you with the quickness. I bet you he tried to condense that voicemail to something small because he could have gone on a 20-minute tangent of the things he would have done to Mrs. McFly.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the parody? Like, there's like a skit where they do that.
Yeah, and he keeps on.
And he goes back. You had a three-way with your mom.
I don't think that's a skit, Nick. I'm pretty sure that's probably an adult film.
No,
it's clipped.
No, there's a
Yeah.
comment.
No. I'm aware, but I still think that what
You still think it was?
I think it was.
I'm gonna Google it.
I think with the quotation marks. Yeah, I totally think. Not that I know. Not that I've seen it. Might have seen the other production.
This is if you ever see a movie from the late 70s where there's a bunch of cheerleaders trying to raise money for new uniforms.
Yeah.
And you just see them talking about raising the money.
Uh-huh.
There are other bits of that movie.
And now that I'm looking at the clip, I can see how it probably is. Never mind. I take it back.
That's
I take it back. Okay. All right.
I love Nick's
I'm
innocence.
so innocent.
I love
sometimes.
Nick's
I'm sorry.
innocence.
I'm sorry.
It makes me happy.
We also had some viewer feedback from Brody. He said, "Hey Nick, what would it sound like for Gollum to say daddy?"
Jesus Christ.
Are you guys ready?
Hi, Daddy. You are my precious daddy.
All right. Sorry. There you go. All right. I'm done.
We got a text too.
Did we?
Yeah, I think we did.
About the cookies?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm trying
I
to pull it
wanted
up.
to say, I very much enjoyed the cookies.
They were delicious.
They were. I went home and I was so jazzed about it that me and Henry sat and watched an episode of Star Trek while we ate them.
Nice.
There you go. Brody also said, I don't know if it's the marketing, but I have zero interest in Starfleet Academy. Starfleet Academy is actually doing good viewership on the numbers.
That's the rumor out there, yeah.
So be that as it may. He also asked me which AI I'm using. I'm not really using any AI. It's just it popped up on Google. We've already talked about this. I don't have the exact same problems with AI as you do. I have.
Oh, cool, but you're still killing our planet.
No, stop it. You're killing our planet being on a podcast. This is made of plastic.
I never
We're using
agreed
electricity.
to being on the podcast.
You're on it?
I never said yes. I said Bill's the guy. And you guys were like, show up anyways. Let everybody else online talk shit about you.
Oh, that's cute. We think you're a good choice. That's
You
cute.
think you have a choice in this? You don't. You don't. And then he also talks about the rainbow cake story being intense and heartbreaking, which, it was. What was the text message?
Annette sent us a picture of the cookies that she got.
Yeah, because Bill sent her cookies.
And she said, first of all, she said,
And
oh
it's
my
not a
God, Bill,
euphemism.
we have to do a collab on Rainbow Cake for Rob. And then she said, oh my God, Bill, you are the fastest turnaround in the Greater Lakes.
That's a compliment, actually.
I just got home from a long day with my mom, and thank you.
Oh,
See? Bill's the best.
he is already better than any of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
I
unfortunate.
think we need to.
need to take
What's the viewer number for your guys' podcast?
What's the viewer number? Like 2?
No. The number that they can call.
Oh, 734.
734-494-0980.
Let us know, Bill or Sean.
Or Sean or Rob.
The problem
Or-
is Bill is dead. He fell off the cruise ship.
He had too good of a time on the cruise
He
ship.
had too good of a time. I love that he sent us a picture right away. Like,
Yes, that's
Are we
great.
sure the picture's not AI?
we're not sure. We're
I
not
could,
sure.
I, could, I could Photoshop that picture pretty easy, too.
All right.
So before we go into Star Trek here, because
Yes.
we're minute 40, you had a bunch of questions that
We're
you
an
want to.
hour and 40 into this already?
We're at 44 minutes. Did I say an hour?
You
40?
said minute 4.
40, which made me think,
I thought it was.
We're in minute number 40.
Yeah, you forgot the we're
Yeah.
in.
holy
Yeah.
smokes.
Yeah.
This is going to kill
So
me.
before we go into before we go into relics, Sean has some stuff he wanted to chat with us about before we get into that, related to Star Trek, related to the podcast.
It is interesting. Okay, so Relics started to actually play into some of the things that I was going to bring up.
Okay.
So I know that I'm the new guy, right?
Yeah.
Original series, cartoon, movies, and I am
That's
only in 5.5 seasons of Star Trek: The Next Generation
On
and one
Unification.
episode of season 6.
Yep.
I am
Yep.
Yes, I just finished Unification episode 1. Now, my problem with your guys' ridiculous schedule of 2 a week
Yeah.
is that I'm enjoying this so much, and I don't want to rush. You guys are such rushers.
The reason we were doing that was actually related to like scheduling at one point in time. I don't think there's any objection to only doing one a week.
Didn't we do 4 a week at one point?
Yeah, when we first
my
started.
God, what a nightmare.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah, we only did it for like 3 episodes though.
Yeah, then we
and
they're
then
like
we're
two's
like no, and then we went to 2.
So
and pop culture.
But the thought behind going to 2 was that we would dedicate like an hour to it. But the problem is we do so much heavy pop culture stuff and then go into Star Trek that sometimes it feels like we're rushing our reviews.
I'm throwing this in there now as lead
Show
host.
meeting? Are you show meeting us?
Show meeting.
Show meeting? You
No
say,
more pop culture.
You say we go
Just
to
kidding.
1 episode a week.
No.
No?
Oh, I mean, yeah, sure.
You're sending mixed
I
signals.
say we got to cut down on the pop culture mumbo jumbo.
You said
Dude, if you're bringing stuff up from idiots online, I don't want to hear it. If it's not some
what if we're
verified
the idiots
source,
online?
That's true.
well, you got to tighten that up.
Normally we don't.
You're
do
supposed to be a
idiots
source
online.
of truth.
I mean, come on.
What's
Come on.
truth anymore?
Oh no, you're
what's
one of
truth
them.
A whole
anymore?
other.
You're one of those-
tangent I
okay.
could go-
It's AI.
All right. But we're not objecting to going to 1 episode either. I'm curious what people think. Call us, 734-494-0980.
Or comment.
Or comment or text.
Below.
Comment below. Should we go to one Star Trek episode a week? Especially since we're in the season 6?
Basically, Sean's trying to stall to get caught up.
I mean, that is...
No, I think I have 24 episodes to go. I can get it caught up in the 2.
I'm just talking.
I was at like the beginning of season 4, and I'm already at 5.5.
That's right.
Come on, man.
And
I'm
you're
cooking
watching
with
some
gas.
good episodes,
Yeah.
too. These are good episodes.
But I'm also burning through them so fast. And you know what?
And you're not remembering.
So, okay. You guys were talking about Starfleet Academy.
Yeah.
And I want to preface this by saying this is not based in like Star Trek was never woke or any of that garbage, okay?
Yeah.
But and this has been well covered in all of my classic episodes that I've appeared on as a great guest host.
Yeah, jury's out.
Yeah, you were there for the Patreon when Nick farted. Yep.
I was.
I did.
Helped you guys get into Comic-Con like 4 hours early by not taking no shit.
Yeah, that's true. You did.
All right. We all know that like the original series to me is like a warm, cozy blanket.
Yeah.
That's like my comfort thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Now, my memory of the next gen is spending the night at my best pal's house and his mom taping it. Like I don't recall not me and God, why does he do this? She was taping the Next Generation, not me and my best friend.
You said it.
Look at the YouTube clip. Look at the video. If you're on Spotify right
You-
now, cut it over to YouTube.
He said it.
And you should see the way Nick looked at me like a creep.
Look.
Are you sure you're not Catholic? There's some altar boys in a closet somewhere that I, as the number one at church, should know about.
Someone made a joke about that to me last night, and I about being
They're picking up on a vibe.
About being you can't be a pastor with being a registered sex offender, and they're like, well, what about Catholic priests? I'm like, but they're not registered. Like something like
They just ship them off to a different one.
Yeah, they just ship them to a different diocese. Nah, I'm whatever you.
Okay, so
I don't mean this for all. It's just
I know.
whatever. Anyways,
Okay, so as I'm watching the Next Gen, I'm kind of enjoying like living in it because I think I'm going to hit a point in the shows where technology catches up and it loses the charm for me.
Yeah.
Where I legitimately just right now I am enjoying going back to like Friday nights when I was a child and hearing the theme
machine.
song and I kind of like when Starfleet Academy comes up, I'm like, do I care that much or am I more of a fan of like the way the thing makes me feel? And there's still like I look at this and I'm like, look at how different we were back then to where we're at now. I think we've gone very much backwards.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
From the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now I kind of struggle with like, I mean, you saw it. You saw the post on the Instagram with the 4 lights thing being somewhat political.
Yeah.
And the conversation that brought out.
Yeah.
And it's, growing up as a person who like, the X-Men and this, I don't know if I want to dabble in the new stuff.
Is there some truth though? Like thinking about it, Like we watch these Star Trek episodes from the 90s now, and we're like, holy crap, these were really highbrow concepts that they were talking about that were really relevant, and they were really addressing issues. But part of it is when you're 13, 14 years old, those go right over your head.
Sure.
Well, it's like I go back to Emissary DS9. That went right over my head as a kid, but watching it when we did for the podcast, I was like, this is punching me in the gut.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay, so this also kind of factors into my point of like not always needing to consume new media.
Yeah.
Because, like, if this is something that I watched as a kid, okay, and I got, fun uniform, space battle, Riker's boning alien chicks, right? Okay? And then now, as an adult, because I often talk about this with comics, there's stuff that I read as a kid that was just like, I want, the Hulk to punch the Thing, right?
Yeah.
And now there's like really highbrow stuff to it. Now being a dad compared to being like a single guy or even just a married guy, my perception of some of the stuff, some of the media that I consumed is different. There's things that I look back, you talked about it the other day when you were last week when you guys talked about He-Man.
Yeah.
Like I went back and watched some original G.I. Joe cartoons and was like, garbage, right? Okay. But there is stuff that is going to like stand that test of time.
Yeah.
And you'll have different periods in your life where it's going to hit you in, fresh eyes, right?
Yeah.
Or a different spot. I've talked about this with the Fantastic Four. Like that to me could be the best of the Marvel movies, but I always put the asterisk there of like when explaining that to people, I'm like, I think that's because I'm a dad.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that 10 years ago I would have felt that way. It would have been in the top 5. But it wouldn't, like, I got out of that theater and was like,
Yeah.
So, like, I see something like Starfleet Academy, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Or I could just go back to this warm blanket.
And watch that one.
And I know that's probably wrong,
I don't know. I wouldn't use the word wrong. It's just an opinion, right? It's just a mindset.
Yeah, I don't think...
Because it's like I'm a little bit Okay, so, like, at first I fought Next Gen.
Yeah.
Like I was like original series, do or die, right? And now I'm like, okay, I'm warming to them being a little bit more like, the house that I have, our basement's all comic books. You guys know this. In my office, though, there's one shelf above like my desk at work, and it has all sorts of like things. It's like the one shelf that deviates from the all Marvel thing that like this is the stuff that I loved from when I was a kid. There's an Arnold Horshack doll from Welcome Back Kotter. There's some Power Rangers, Hot Rod from the Transformers, Mulder and Scully, which that should be the show you guys do after Next Gen.
Gosh, that would take forever.
11 seasons.
It would take forever.
We'll do 4 episodes a week, you jerks.
Boo, 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 boo. Oh.
And I got a Data and a Worf up there. And when my buddy comes up and goes up north, he's going to bring me back as Geordi.
Nice.
The
Playmates version?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what we used to play with as kids. Anyways, so I was curious because I have this like childhood remembrance of a show that I wasn't necessarily watching week to week.
Yeah.
What was, and I want, Rob, you got to do me a favor. We have known each other a very long time. We are at, 25 years? 26? This is 26 years. May 7th. May 10th? It's got to be 10th.
10th, I think.
10th? That would have been the first day of the funeral, right?
Yeah. You might have met me a little bit before that, though.
Oh, yeah. I met you at prom.
Yeah.
May 6th, the night before my mom died.
Remember that. Oh,
because my mom died.
No, I was thinking...
Man, you gotta go make this episode all heavy, Sean.
No, I was thinking of the time frame. I don't have the time frame down.
I was like, because I met you, Rob. No, it's because the next day my mom died.
No, I thought like prom was like a week
wow,
beforehand.
Really
no, it was the night before.
It's really romanticized meeting Rob.
Remember, because
most people do.
You wanted me to stay at the house, and I was like, no, I gotta go.
No, like here's the
Yeah. So, anyways, you were saying
I want rainbow cake energy, and Nick can go first.
Okay.
I want you to dig deep.
Uh-huh.
What is your guys' memory? Like where did you get into Star Trek? Was there like a ritual of watching it? Because like my wife always tells me the story of her watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and it was like Tuesday nights, and she'd get like a night snack, and she'd be able to stay up late to watch it.
Yeah.
And I love this memory, right? And I want to know your guys' Star Trek
I have mine.
origin stories. But I want you, like I said, dig deep.
So
your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to dig deep.
You're talking to a guy who has major head injuries that can't remember much.
You will have one if you don't give the right story to Sean.
Yeah.
So you better think about it. For me, actually, so I've been very clear to you that I have not watched most of the original series. If a majority of it, I have not watched.
So we're going to do the original series after Next Gen before we do X-Files?
I mean, what is possible. And so I remember liking the concept of Star Trek, but never really seeing any of it. Like I'd see little bits of it on TV here and there, and I'd be like, that seems really cool. And I remember they came out with Star Trek 6 in the theater. And my dad really wanted to go see it because he really liked it. And then we had neighbors down the street, Debbie and Ron. They really wanted to see it. So my mom, dad, Debbie, and Ron were going. And I'm like, well, I want to go too. So I went to see Star Trek 6 with them at the movie theater. That was my very first Star Trek I had ever saw. And a lot of it went over my head now in hindsight, right? Because what year was Star Trek 6?
91.
91. Okay. So I was 8 years old when Star Trek. So, I don't get the allegories of the Klingons being the Russians. And that was all over my head. But I saw like a really like these relationships, how important they were to them. The relationship between Bones and Kirk in that one is really great. Their interplay. And I saw that and I'm like, this is really good writing. Like I don't have any experience with the universe. And I was 8 years old. I don't know anything about this, but I want to know more now because it was just so captivating. And I was seeing the end of the story. Yeah. I'm like, I've seen the end of this, so now I want to go back and see all the other ones. So I remember after I watched Star Trek 6, I said to my dad, I'm like, I want to watch all the other ones. And he's like, I'll watch them with you. I don't know if I want to watch one, though. And I'm like, we got to watch one. And I watched one, and I'm like,
I don't want to watch one.
And I know, like, one, like, we've had people on the podcast who are like, no, one is actually my favorite, and here's why, and all that. It's still not my favorite. I don't like one at all. But like, so then my dad and I went and watched all the Star Trek movies. So I watched them all, and then 6 is still my favorite of them. And then you had, the Wrath of Khan. Again, knew nothing about Khan. I knew he was pissed off at Kirk, and I didn't know why, right? But I still loved the storyline. So like, I got to experience all this. I got to see the death of Spock, and my dad would tell me the story like, oh my gosh, it was devastating when it happened because we didn't know he's coming back, and So like all this was happening, and then this was the time when you could catch reruns here and there on TV of the original series, but you had to be up at like 2 a.m, right? Like because they were
or have cable
or have cable, right?
Because they were playing on like.
So I could never watch it, but that's right around the time when TNG started, and I didn't watch it as it was broadcast. Like I kind of watched it. And rerun, it would be on at like midnight.
Yeah, always played it at midnight, channel 50.
That's what I would do. I would put it on at midnight and watch it. And actually, after a while, my sister Heather started watching it with me. So my sister Heather and I would watch Star Trek together at night. So my initial, like, I'm the original crew, but the movie version of the original crew, which I feel like is pretty different than the TV show. Yeah. Like the way their relationships are. Obviously, they kind of reinvented a little bit. So that is my quintessential Star Trek story. It goes from there. And I fell in love with the universe. I fell in love with the way of looking at the world, especially because we're in the 90s at that point. I remember being terrified of AIDS in the early 90s, right? That's what they did. They terrified us. And really what it was is they wanted us to be scared of gay people, right? Like that was a big part of it too, because this is coming after Reagan and all that and the first George Bush. So I saw this universe, this idealized universe where money no longer exists and bigotry is gone. I mean, there's still some bigotry. Star Trek 6 is all about bigotry. Yeah. Right. But it's about overcoming it and realizing that a lot of the times our bigotry was informed by trauma we experienced, which was Kirk. Right.
Right.
Let them die. Let them die. Yeah. And General Chang. Oh gosh. So good.
Have you guys covered the movies?
Yeah.
The original movies?
Yes.
We haven't done Next Generation.
We did 1 through 6. We have not done Generations or any of the.
Yeah, because you guys have to watch TNG first.
Yep.
Right. We were waiting until we got through TNG.
Just making sure
to do it. So that's my Star Trek right there. And then
as a pastor, can you absolve people of sins?
Yeah.
I watched Wrath of Khan on a Saturday night. Mm-hmm. And I skipped church the next day to watch The Search for Spock because I needed to know what happened.
I mean, that's a
and I
pretty big
pretended
deal.
to be sick, and my mom totally knew what I was doing. She was like,
and she was
"Good luck
of
finding Spock." She left and closed the door behind her.
Say 2 Hail Marys, and you're forgiven.
That's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, I still think I like Search for Spock more than I do Wrath of Khan. In a lot of ways. I don't know my story, to be honest with you. So I remember, so it's funny you mention this because I was going to mention this in next week we record.
I can detail this cake.
Yeah. Details cake. Details plays from a Lions game where there was 27 unanswered points.
Too soon. Exactly. So I could tell you one thing that I was going to mention. I think if we were doing 2 episodes next week, because this is where I remember started watching Next Generation first run. It was on Sundays. It was, I think we recorded at 7 p.m. or something, because we had to go to church. So I'd record and watch it. So we're at Genesis, I think from the movies more than anything else. Mm-hmm. I think that they were on TV and we started watching them that way. And then my dad and my brother watched the original series. And I'm pretty sure I watched it by proxy. We went over to my grandmother's because they had cable. It was always on like Nick at Night or something like that. Okay. And then they started rerunning it occasionally on over the air channel 20 or 50, whatever the hell it was.
And your dad was okay with it?
Yeah.
I know, because I know you grew up in a pretty...
Oh, you don't know my dad then. My dad is one of the most almost pure that you'll ever meet. It's like offensive how good this man is.
He's a very good man.
I'll tell you some stories off air about the way he views things, and you'll be like, holy crap. Anyway, it'll blow your mind.
He's not a Nazi.
Cool.
He's a saint.
He it's just wow. I still get impressed by the man. Anyway. So
I know. I remember there was this day. Did I ever tell you the story about running into his dad at Daly's and Rob wasn't with him and he was like, "Don't say anything."
That's hilarious.
Daly's is a restaurant that Rob loves.
Is it here in Livonia?
I actually think that we need to do a live broadcast from Daly's.
I could probably set that up.
Why? It's always so packed in there. There's no way they'd have room for us.
Post-COVID.
Yeah, post-COVID has not been nice, that place.
I can go on a tangent about that idiot kid. Daly's was a place in our area that was like, what has it been there for like 75 years?
Yeah, 60s,
and it was
I think.
Like one of those joints that has like the gals would come out on roller skates. Like there was the thing you could order outside. It's a hot dog and hamburger joint. And like first week of the pandemic, some kid backed his truck in there. And this place should be booming during the pandemic. And when he backed his truck in there, he completely took out the entire
awning.
Like take
Did it
out
all fall
awning.
down?
Yeah.
And
they never rebuilt it.
They've never recovered. They can't afford it.
Yeah.
And you go into the dining room and half of it's closed off. It's a bummer.
Yeah, and it's falling apart.
Because I live right next door to the one in Plymouth.
That's the only one left.
No, yeah, I know, but I mean the one that I grew up next to had the sweet the one in Plymouth on the corner. It's a CVS now. That one had it had an entire booth that was around a fireplace. Oh. It was so great. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I grew up the one in Dearborn Heights.
Okay.
TNG. So I think we started watching TNG just in passing or whatever it was, and it just kind of, it was something enlightened. No matter how I was at the time, I was always drawn to that. I was always drawn to people who wanted to be more than what they are, or more than what we are.
Yeah.
So I always liked that. So I don't have a story as far as how I started watching it. I think I just kind of accidentally fell into it.
Okay. But it was early 90s TNG.
It would have been late 90s, probably TNG more than, or late 80s, sorry.
Oh, late 80s.
So it would have been the 80s because it would have been the movies, the show, and then
right into the
right in the TNG, right around there, because I'm pretty sure my brother watched it and my dad watched it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And it was like, for you, part of it was the idealized version of the world.
Absolutely. It was. I like that. A lot of people are like, boom, boom, bang, bang. I like that it didn't have that. I like that.
I really like that too.
Even as a kid, I'm like, I didn't get bored watching it because it was about something. And I didn't know what it was about, but it was telling a story. And that's why one of the things that for me, story is so important. And the execution of that story is so important because you have these early influences that did that well for the most part.
Well, and you want to, like, the boom, boom, bang, bang can be fun if there's development to get to that point.
And you throw it in there every once in a while.
When the Enterprise is destroyed in 3, you care because that's a character, right? Yeah. Or like the like the submarine battle between Khan and Kirk, right? Like where they're not flying around fast and like they're literally like blind just creeping around shooting at each other, right?
TNG went 3 seasons almost without the ship firing a single phaser. So that way it builds up this thing of they
it
don't
did?
almost.
I never paid attention to
Well,
that.
not quite, but it did obviously. But it got to this point up until Best of Both Worlds where it was very story driven. They fired hand phasers, but the ship itself really didn't get into a ton of
Because
action.
it wasn't meant to be, right?
Yeah, but so that way when you get to the impact point of best of both worlds, it changes the medium because they're fighting for survival at that point, and they haven't had to do that yet. Talk about slow burn.
In all of Star Trek, they've never really done that.
Yeah, but
at
you
that
had
point.
Wrath of Khan at that point. You had the action in the movies at that point,
Mm-hmm.
but you didn't have that in the Next Generation yet.
Yeah.
And to that point, that's why Best of Both Worlds, I still think part of why it's so good is because it kind of changed how that happened. And then it goes right back to being more spread out. Then you get Yesterday's Enterprise and then more spread out.
Yesterday's Enterprise is a good episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
the pews should be far and few between. So that way, when they come around, they just have a little more of oomph.
Also, since I'm okay, everybody's gonna have to bear with me as
That's
I
fine, that's
remind stuff from 2.5 seasons. Guinan,
Yeah.
like I obviously growing up in the church, familiar with Sister Act, familiar,
First of all,
with
love Sister Act.
Okay, yeah. Whoopi Goldberg as an actress, like you forget nowadays. You forget about it. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, she's one of the best parts of the show, man.
And
She
she's
just
a
swoops
great
in.
actress.
Oh,
She's
she's
good
so
at-
good.
She's so good.
Well, I mean, you
wait
Does
until
she
the
come-
episode where she dies. Oh crap! I'm kidding. I make that. I'm just.
I don't know if you're kidding anymore.
Well, to be fair,
my goal is to throw you off the. I really spoiled something big for him the other day, and I had no idea related to Unification. He was like, "I just watched Unification. That's a such."
I did not say that I watched Unification.
I think he said he was getting to unification.
No.
I don't know. Anyway, so Whoopi Goldberg has been
you,
in a lot
you
of
look into that. I'll get to the email. I'll find it.
my first exposure to Whoopi Goldberg wasn't Star Trek. I think it was Color Purple.
All right.
Oh,
Look at you.
okay. Oh my gosh, I gotta find it. Keep talking. I'll find
I know,
it.
So I mean, I at the time obviously I didn't know that, but I remember kind of being wowed by that because that's some depth right there. And then so you're right. You kind of if you're looking at Whoopi Goldberg now, you're right. You kind of look at it and kind of go, "Wow, she's an actor,"
Right.
except for Sister Act. But I love Sister Act. So I
But
would
I mean,
never dog.
there's even some people
Jumpin'
that
Jack Flash
have
is
no
great.
that have no idea.
Yeah.
That like they just view her as the View,
Yeah,
and that's
unfortunate.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Does
And
she come back in
there's a
Picard?
Do you want to know?
I mean, so I don't know how I'm gonna. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, I think I'm gonna.
I see what I did.
Yeah.
It was redemption,
Yep.
not
Oh,
unification.
you confused the two. You confused the Worf one.
I did.
I know. I knew I wasn't wrong.
So here, real quick. Fellas, Tasha Yar has an alternate reality Vulcan daughter. Redemption was an awesome 2-parter. 28 episodes to go. And I said, you met Sayla and got to see Spock. I did not see Spock. I think Nick just spoiled something is what he says.
Who's Sela?
Or Sayla? I don't know. Anyways, sorry.
I was very excited about that episode, and then immediately crushed by Nick's.
Now it makes sense because I'm like, I don't know what I did. You watched the episode. He was it was Unification.
Redemption was fantastic.
Redemption was really good.
So good.
Yeah. What would be your favorite episode you've seen so far of Next Generation? Or is that too hard to say right now?
It's probably too hard to say because there's stuff that, first off, I've only obviously gone through it once.
Yeah.
So the memory is going to get
hazy. They're going to bleed together.
Because the first couple of seasons I was able to do with Henry.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like he'd be...
Even when the dude got his face blasted off?
No, did I told you about
You
that.
got him out of the room
yeah,
right
yeah.
before that. Yeah.
I didn't hate so going directly from original series, cartoon, movies into Next Gen, I didn't hate seasons 1 and 2 as much as everybody
Because it
else
felt
does.
very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, am I gonna go? Because this is the nice thing too. Is like I don't necessarily have to go back to every episode, but there is stuff where I'm like, oh hell yeah, I would watch that again.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily need to be like, oh, I've got to sit down and rewatch this entire show.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely going to be stuff that like I go back to. I have certainly warmed up to it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I had so much fun when we were all here together talking about it that it jazzed me up to go back and rewatch or start it up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you guys, when Rob was like, you had 4 months. Dude, you asked me to do this right before Christmas, and I go hella hard on Christmas. So I was like, there's
Do you? I didn't know that about
Yeah,
you. I knew that.
yeah.
I'm kidding.
I know. So that's what happened there.
Okay.
But now I'm back into it and loving it. And
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yep.
Mm.
And it's,
Do you have any other? I mean, we're in an hour and 10. Do you
I
have
know,
any?
I'm so sorry.
Or do
No,
you- No. My question is, do you have more questions that you
no,
want
I
to share
think
right
so.
now?
I wanted. So it was
You wanted the story.
I wanted the story of what got you guys into it, and then the explanation of the fact that, like, I look at some of the new stuff, and I'm just sort of like, I don't know if I like this. Part of it is the charm for me.
Yeah.
And I'm worried because, like, I know that Deep Space Nine gets dark, and so the I'm still friends with my childhood friend that grew up. Like, he can speak Klingon. He has books of, like, the manuals of ships.
Yeah.
And we used to play with the toys. I wasn't as well versed in it. His mom loves it. Like, she texts me and emails me. She's very excited that we're doing this. I'm not going to let her listen to the podcast. So I don't need that smoke.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
But she was the one that she initially was the first person who was like, hey, this thing's coming out, Starfleet Academy. And I saw the trailer and I was like, I don't know,
Yeah.
90210
Yeah.
with, like, and so she doesn't like Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
And then my next door
It is
neighbor,
divisive with Star Trek.
my next
Sure it
door
is.
neighbor, his favorite, he told me the other day, we were out there shoveling, and I was like, hey, he's like, because I don't have Paramount Plus. I own Next Gen, and I bought Deep Space Nine blind on your guys' recommendation, but he has them on a Plex server,
Yeah.
and so I've been going through them, and so he pays attention to that obviously, and he's like, "Hey man, I see that you're cruising now, so you finally agreed to do the podcast with those dopes." And I was like, "Maybe, jury's still out."
I haven't signed the
He
rider
listened, but he was like, "I don't like Joe."
yet. That's fine.
Divisive.
That's fine.
That's fine. That's fine. Different strokes for different folks.
Tell them
So-
to watch the Jeopardies for me.
Will do.
Oh yeah, Jeopardy! You will enjoy.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, "Hey, didn't you like Deep Space Nine the most?" And he was like, "No, Voyager is my favorite." He's like, "When I think about it now, I think actually Voyager might be my favorite." And he was like, "Janeway had to deal with some shit."
Janeway's a pretty awesome captain, actually.
So I've been looking at picking up Voyager. I'm like, I should probably be halfway through Deep Space Nine
Voyager
before
is
I pick
more
it up.
in tone to early season TNG than Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is a radically different interpretation of Star Trek, not in a bad way. It's just a very, like, I think
I like that O'Brien's going to be my through line, though.
O'Brien will, and Worf
Oh, yeah.
is in there too. I think you will really enjoy Deep Space Nine for the theological elements that are throughout the entirety of the series. Because, in Next Generation, we're post-religion, right? But of the whole basis of Deep Space Nine is, like, they are dealing with a planet where they are deeply religious people, and Sisko is an atheist going into it. And it's like this whole, like, battle.
And I probably,
it's really
I know that,
interesting.
like, I say this with, like, the stylization of, like, the way things are filmed, and, like, I don't know if, like, special effects.
Yeah.
But I also know that I fought enjoying TNG, too.
And now you regret that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No regrets.
No regrets.
I think you'll enjoy Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Is it darker? Yes. I don't think it's as dark as people make it
I
out
agree
to
with
be.
that. I think people are just like, it's dark. It's like,
You guys ready to do it again, or do I have to go back and listen to all the episodes?
We'll bring it back around. No, we can.
You guys got a couple years, so you might, fresh eyes. We were talking about it earlier.
You might. We talked about the idea at one point. We were going to
Deep
bring.
Space Nine, one episode of X-Files.
We talked about
17 years. I'll be dead before this podcast is
Yeah.
done.
We talked about the idea of once we got done with TNG, we've now reviewed 3 series. We've done Battlestar Galactica, TNG, and Deep Space Nine. So each of us was going to choose an episode from one of the series of the 3 we've watched and re-review that one, like our favorite episode, and re-review just that one. Battlestar Galactica is also really good.
Well, the way, just so you guys know, going into this, the way I am going to watch it is I have a list of air dates for TNG and Deep Space Nine. So when Deep Space Nine syncs
Start
up,
watching it.
I'm going to...
Oh, and you're getting there, right? It's
I'm gonna
season
watch it.
It's,
7.
it's season 6.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 'cause-
It's season
yeah,
6.
Yeah. Yeah, because I saw. Yeah.
So that's why I put my vote in for one episode a week, so I can also watch. And you can do Sean's Corner, where I talk about my Deep Space Nine episode.
I actually
That's,
kind of.
that's not bad.
And then
We can come up with a jingle.
And then, every episode after it's done, I can play Nobody Cares, Sean. Nobody cares. All right. How about we dive into Relics?
Let's
then?
go, Relics.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
So Relics, the Enterprise is responding to a distress call, and they pull up to a Dyson sphere, and on this Dyson sphere, they see a ship crashed, and on that ship is someone stuck in stasis. Who is stuck on stasis on that Dyson sphere? Montgomery Scott. He's been stuck for 75 years. What follows is an episode where we explore Montgomery trying. He's a fish out of water. He's in a new generation, and
He's in the next generation.
he's in the next generation. He is 75 years behind on history, and he's got stories to tell. And ain't no one on the crew of the Enterprise want to hear it,
Except for Picard.
except for Picard. And it's Scotty coming to terms with his new place in life and what he's going to deal with. And that's where I'm going to end there. I'm going to try to not sum up the whole episode. I'm going to leave it like that. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Is that better than before for you?
a little bit.
Not
Could
not great.
tighten it up a little bit.
It wasn't bad.
Well, next time Sean's on, he can do the intro for the
Dude,
episode.
just the Enterprise crew pulls up on a distress call, and they find,
They find a dude,
They find Scott.
Montgomery Scott.
I think you can, because not all the people are gonna like when they're watching this.
Oh, that's true.
I'm
Okay,
assuming
all
they're
right,
not-
all right.
If someone's watching this show, a Star Trek podcast, they're like, Relics, Scotty episode.
Right, but there is some truth to like. Can you refresh me on some of the things that happened? Right.
No, he's okay. I'll
That's
give him
why-
this.
that's
Okay,
why I do what I do.
I would have been under the impression that, and this is where you guys lost my neighbor, because he did the watch with you guys.
Okay.
And so when it came to episodes that you liked and a certain element of the show might not have enjoyed it, he was like, why am I going to listen to this doofus talk crap about a show that I love?
I hear you.
So I'm always sort of under the impression, because like my wife has been doing this with like 90210 or One Tree Hill or one of those.
She's doing a
She's like,
podcast?
no. She's listening to a podcast, but watching the episode. And so I suppose I was under the assumption
That the people are
that
listening.
anyone
along.
listening would be following along.
But like, what if on the off chance people want to be like, "Oh, I'm curious what they thought of this Deep Space Nine episode," so they want to go back and.
I would
like,
say
that's
most
the
people
way I
don't
look at
follow
it.
along.
I find that
I mean,
interesting.
I think
There's people who don't watch Star Trek altogether that listen to this.
Really?
Yeah, we do have.
Why?
A lot.
We have a lot of
And
people who
we'll turn off at the Star Trek part. Yeah,
pop culture part's more popular than the Star Trek part.
for a lot of people, not for everyone, but
No.
yeah, we dabble.
It's statistics.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they don't like me, because I'm going to kill the pop culture part.
No, you
We're
brought
not going to kill it.
you brought a lot of pop culture there, man.
Yeah, what are you talking
All
about?
right.
We're going to kill Bill.
Relics.
Relics.
Ooh, we should talk about Kill Bill. That's a good movie. All right.
Go. A Patreon exclusive Kill Bill.
There you go. Patreon exclusive. All right. Plot. So we've already gone over the plot. We know what the plot is. So I thought this was a good one for you to kind of skip ahead, because it is a bottle episode. And there's nothing that happens in this episode that you would have to know what happened.
It doesn't
beforehand,
affect the greater
other
universe.
Other than Scott,
Scott's brought forward.
yeah, Scott's brought forward.
Did you know
right?
that going into it, that Scotty was going to be on that when we talked about it?
No.
When I said
Okay.
Relics? Oh, that's a good one.
So
for you
when
to
he
watch.
transported, you saw him materialize, which is the original effect, by the way. They pulled it out of
The original
archives somewhere.
sound of the.
Though the shimmer was too.
Is my DVD menu.
You can see him. Yeah. So right away it's spoiled there.
You're like, son of a bitch, Nick.
That's why I have a friend who won't watch any movie trailers, because he's like, that would be a big moment to like be like, holy crap, but you already know it's coming, and that's kind of a bummer.
Well, it was back then. It was still in the next week on Star Trek: The Next Generation. An old classic comes back.
yeah.
But again, and I think what I'm trying to say is there's a part of me that kind of enjoys that charm
Yeah,
of like, that doesn't bother me because it's sort of part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was happy to see him. It brought back some childhood trauma.
The man yelled at me.
No.
It wasn't me. It was the four-fingered man.
And I immediately clocked his hands. It was the first thing I looked at. I was like, look at those fucking hands.
Bastard never had
Like,
fun.
he's the permanent shocker right here.
Oh my gosh. So One of the things is you kick off the episode and they go to this Dyson Sphere, which in hindsight, really, the Dyson Sphere is like, who cares about the Dyson Sphere, right? Like, that's not the important
Keep on
part.
saying spear.
You do.
Sphere.
Okay.
Yeah. You're saying spear.
Sphere.
Okay.
Sphere. There we go.
See, I just thought I was crazy. I must run with it.
I pronounce all words wrong.
Okay.
You should know this about me by now.
No, I tune out after the pop culture.
Didn't you hear me say shart in church?
No,
didn't
I'm
hear
down
that?
there with the kids.
On Christmas Eve.
It was Christmas
I said
Eve.
Shart.
You said shart on
Yeah.
I was trying to say sharp or flat.
Oh, dude, I was so mad on Christmas Eve.
Why?
We got to rehearse, dude.
Oh, yeah.
They got to tighten up,
Yeah.
man. I was about to go Comic-Con on that old biddy walking over to the piano, and then he'd like, no piano. I'm gonna go over to the organ. I was calling upon the devil at that point.
Sean and I were like, it was pretty
rough.
It was pretty intense.
It's
back then.
dead quiet, dude. You got a bunch of people who only show up once a year. They want a show, and
Yeah.
you got this dude just.
Dude, taking his time.
It took like 10 minutes.
It
I
did
was
for
there.
us.
No, because I'd go up there.
I was there.
No, I know you were. I would go up and do readings because I was doing the readings, right?
People are gonna look up the Christmas Eve service.
And
now.
these people should be on the move while I'm finishing up the
Right,
reading, right? I
right.
should be done with the reading
And
and they should
transition
kick into
right
the
into
music.
it, right.
Right into it,
Yeah.
man. We're putting on a show.
They're not
Yeah.
professionals, man.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's it is
They're
the show. That
they're-
and Easter.
They're almost dead.
But you're not wrong. Yeah, that's one of my pet peeves always in church. Is like
These
you
guys
know
Scottied
what's
it,
coming.
and I am Geordie LaForge in there like, I don't got time for this.
We gotta move quicker. Stop telling
We switched
stories.
to a regenerative dilithium.
I 100. Okay, first off, Scotty's joke
Which one?
to Crusher about the doctors
Oh yeah.
looking better in this
yeah.
time totally landed.
Oh, yeah.
It was great.
Oh, and she was down for it. She
I wouldn't go that
Oh, yeah, I
far,
know.
but
She
thought,
wasn't down, but
she
she
found
was-
the
it was
charm in
charming.
it.
she was charmed. That's
Yeah.
what I meant. I didn't
Yeah.
mean she was down, but
She
like
was down.
she didn't be like, oh my gosh, this old geezer. She's
you're
like,
good.
oh, that's romantic. That's so cute. That's what you thought. Yeah.
And it immediately made me think of Bones, and I got sad. I was like, oh, Bones.
Yeah.
Still
Well, she was better looking than
Because
McCoy.
Bones already showed up, right?
Yeah, first
First
episode.
episode.
And he was like, oh, yeah.
He was
my
just a
God.
cranky
They did
old
him
man.
dirty.
Yeah.
They made him look like a bag of sand.
Yeah, they did. I mean, because the whole point was he was 130
I know.
years old.
Yeah,
right?
something like that.
Super old.
So how come Spock still looks so young?
Because he's a Vulcan.
Okay.
Yeah, they age
Vulcans
slower.
age
All right,
slower.
that's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, Vulcans live like hundreds and hundreds of years.
Oh, it's hundreds, but it's at least like 200 or something like that.
That adds a whole level of sadness to Spock. He's
Right.
going to see
The
all of his
people that-
friends die.
More than once.
The average Vulcan lifespan is around 200 years old. Sarek lived to over 200. Spock died at 162.
Which time?
I know, right?
No, spoilers.
Yeah, yeah.
I just watched Sarek die.
Yeah.
That's Spock. Mm-hmm. You saw Star Trek 2. Slow your roll.
Oh yeah, because that's a big part of the character T'Pau. T'Pau?
To Paul.
Not T'Pau from Enterprise. There was T'Pau, T-P-A-U.
Yeah.
He was 32 in 2154, and he was one of the younger Vulcans to serve. And I think T'Pau was too. She was 66 when she was serving on the Enterprise, the NX Enterprise. Anyways, we're totally off track here about Vulcans.
No, not us.
So I really appreciated, like, right away, the one thing I really appreciate is you see the juxtaposition between the cowboy nature, right, of you will, of the original series crew versus like the militaristic TNG crew.
You should say stuffy.
I actually wrote down in my show notes, stick up Geordie's ass.
Yeah, he's meeting a celebrity. That was something that bugged me too. When Scotty first beams on there, they're like, oh, it's Scotty. And I would have been fangirling so hard.
So you didn't realize, like, you haven't seen where Geordie in a couple episodes that we've watched where he has been just kind of very short with people he's just not connected with on the
Think
show.
about what he did with Leia Brahms. He was all about that Leia Brahms. Like, she walks on the ship and he's like, I'm going to make a hologram of her and do things to her. And then gaslight her and say it's her fault. Bro.
It was a rough one.
That's a rough one.
Rough.
Geordi was like one of my favorites, and he's slowly been losing some stock.
I think part of the thing that I like about Geordi is they make him kind of an awkward guy. Like,
Yeah.
he can't figure
I
himself
do
out.
like that, but occasionally, like at some point, we're going to see some growth, right? He's not going to be this awkward forever, is he?
No, I don't feel like he is. This episode, I don't think he's awkward in this episode,
No.
but I think he is a jerk in this episode.
So
And he realizes it later on.
Yeah, here's
Yeah.
the juxtaposition between these two people. So you got Geordi. His life isn't engineering. He later becomes a captain. His like end all and be all is not being an engineer. This is
Spoilers.
It happens in Voyager. It's an alternate timeline, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But spoilers for Voyager.
Score one for Voyager for me.
So it goes back and forth. Like his goal is not engineering is not his life. He does not go
I disagree.
He doesn't go to sleep with an engineering tech book in his hands. You've seen Scotty do that 100 times.
I disagree. I think Geordi is all about that engineering life.
I don't think so. I don't think that's his life. I think that's what his job is.
I disagree. He
My
loves.
favorite
engineering.
Scotty
I think he
moment was him starting a bar fight with the Klingons.
Yeah.
Them talking trash about the ship.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah.
But Geordi would never do that. That's another point. Geordi would not start a fight if someone's talking trash about the
None
Enterprise
of this
D.
crew would.
The crew, I did write, the crew lacks the swagger of the original crew.
There is very much a truth to that.
Yeah.
It's a very different feel in terms, which comes back a little bit with the Star Trek Deep Space Nine crew. They are a crew with swagger who would start bar fights, so you might appreciate that about them.
I also know
In
it's
fact,
the
they
time
do.
Period.
Yeah.
I mean, the 60s were a little...
A little
Wild West.
loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
There's a Western in the stars.
but I do like, you can see both are beloved series, or is it beloved? I always do that.
I'm beloved.
All right.
But most people say beloved now.
Years.
For different reasons, right?
Yeah.
And I think too, part of this episode is really great because at this point people are like, well, which series is better? Well, I'm a purist. I only like TOS. Oh, I only like TNG. And this episode makes you be like, you can like both and appreciate. I think this is almost like meant to serve as sort of
It's
a
your drop, daddy chill.
meta commentary on like they can exist side by side and be just fine. They're different. That doesn't mean one is better than the other. Like
Right.
that's my meta commentary from this episode.
I think so.
My commentary is it's a take on aging.
Well, absolutely, it's a
Yeah,
take
it's
on
absolutely
aging.
take on aging.
I thought you, like, legitimately, when I started watching it, I was like, these motherfuckers. I was like, I thought you guys set me up just because I'm so, like, new Trek, not
Oh.
into it.
Yeah.
Don't want to watch Brave New World or Strange New Worlds or whatever.
Yeah.
So I thought that's what you guys were doing to me. It was like, oh, you get to watch the Scotty episode because you're cranky.
Yeah. No, I mean it's a great Scotty episode.
Scotty was never
though.
cranky in this episode until they crapped on him so long. He's like, I'm worthless.
When
I'm
he went and
worthless.
when he went and got drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Picard's just down in the drink.
Dude, that was great. I like that
this
scene a lot.
This is maybe one of my favorite Picard moments in the entire series so far, because you could tell in Patrick Stewart's performance that he knew how he could see that one day he was going to feel like Scotty. Is how I like. He was the only one on the ship that had some reverence and knew that like this is going to happen to all of us.
Right.
And the wherewithal to be like, hey, I'm putting you with him because you're going to get this when he sets Geordi up to go down there. And,
Yeah.
you know, so this was one of the moments where, like, for a long time, for a couple seasons, I was like, I don't know how I feel about Picard. He's kind of too stuffy.
Well, especially the first two.
And it started to, like, obviously now
You warm up to him a lot.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you understand why he is the way he is. And like you watch one of the better episodes, Family, after the Best of Both Worlds, where he goes to see his brother. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. That episode is great, where he breaks down crying in the field. Oh, and laughing.
Yeah.
I like that scene, but also too, I think there's a little part. This is the different aspects of aging, right? Because you have Scotty, who's 100 and whatever years old technically, and then Picard, who's not at the tail end of his career. He's not. He's certainly not, right? But he's reached where he wants to be. He wants to be a captain. That's what he's doing. And then you have Geordi, who's a young up-and-comer still. So you have the three different age progressions where Geordi can't get it because he's young, and Picard gets it more. I'm middle-aged now. I understand that at some point we're all going to be considered obsolete by the next generation, right? How do we cope with that kind of a thing? And I appreciated that angle.
I did enjoy Scotty giving Jordy some crap about it's going to take an hour. You told him it was going to take an hour.
Yeah.
Because I've been at jobs where like you're getting trained and they're like, no, man, this is going to take you 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like, listen to me.
Yeah.
It takes me 3 hours. It's going to take you 3 hours.
Yeah.
Don't try to come in here and do it in 2.
Well, it's the same idea with like budgeting for the end of the year. They're like, use up all your budget, because if you don't use up that budget, they're going to cut it the next year. So
Yeah.
if you really think you're only going to spend $1,000, spend $1,500.
Find something else to spend it on.
Spend that money, because it's that same idea, right? This idea of like, you almost want to under promise and then over deliver kind of a thing.
Or they cut your capital regardless.
I'm kind of hoping that moving forward, we see a little less awkward Jordy, that maybe he learned something from Scotty. I'd like to see him loosen up a little bit.
Yeah,
I really like the character.
I'm having
a
a
lot.
tough.
I like Jordy a lot.
I've seen the character all the way through, so I know a different element of him than you do. So I'm trying to figure out like what we see in the next 2 seasons.
I couldn't tell you right now.
Like that. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I know there are some good Jordy episodes in the last run. I think.
I don't remember.
I think. I could be wrong.
I really like Ensign Rowe. That was another thing that I texted you guys about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ensign
I've been
Rose.
texting them basically when I watch every episode.
I kind of like the
My
live tweets.
commentary.
I
Yeah.
do. I actually really enjoy that. I look forward to seeing your.
You
text
guys, I'll be in
messages
like a
about-
weird situation, and the phone just going off. I'm like, I can't even get to this for the next 3
I
hours.
feel really bad though because I usually watch the episodes pretty late at night. Like we get Henry to bed.
That's fine
And so
with me.
I don't want to text anybody
Oh,
at like
my phone's on
midnight.
silent and
he
and
puts
put
his
away.
on silent, and I like mine is
I
technically
don't
always
know
on.
how Bill feels about this.
I don't think Bill's
Should
dead.
Yeah, he's
Bill's
Okay.
dead.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Bill's dead. We get an episode directed by Adam Nimoy coming up.
Yeah, I've texted our people at 2:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So I was looking ahead to see
Yeah, I
what
watched,
episodes we
like,
get with.
Put the little guy down to bed, and then I usually watch an episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do like one during his nap, one during the evening, so that I can catch up. But he's not taking as many naps anymore.
If you shake them, they go really easy.
but
Just
I'm-
shake the crap out of them. That easy.
It's true. It's true. Season 7. Oh, The Mind's Eye in season 6 with Jordy. That's a good one. Season 7 is a good one too. We got some good ones.
I really like. I laughed so hard during the he gets swapped out or what.
Oh yeah.
And I sent you guys the picture of the Vulcan Geordi.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And I was
yeah.
because just so the listeners at home know, when I was watching that episode, I legitimately
It's the one where the Romulans swap out another person for Geordi on Ryza to make it look like he's having fun on Ryza.
yeah, and I didn't realize that Tasha Yar was the voice in the episode because she was introduced in the next episode. So I was watching this episode. They strap the uniform and the visor on just some rando black dude.
It's so.
Which I'm
yeah.
like, hey, how is this dude just hanging out with the
Vulcan or the
Romulans?
Yeah,
Like, how is he just hanging out with them? Where'd they get him?
yeah.
He was surgically altered.
Okay, that's the
Well,
story.
and it makes
That's-
sense that
makes
they would
sense.
think
I did some Googling because I was like, does
They
anybody
probably
else
think-
have an issue with this?
they probably think all humans look the same, right? They wouldn't think anything of it.
True.
Just like
but I
all
didn't want to go
Vul-
down that
Vulcan,
route
yeah.
with
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
You do have a really good Geordi episode coming up in season 5. A Geordi and Roe episode.
Oh yeah, that is a good one.
what's it called?
The
next phase.
Next phase.
Okay, haven't gotten
Third from the end of the season.
there. Okay.
So it's a really good one with the 3 of them. And then the Inner Light after that.
Oh, that's right. You haven't watched Inner Light yet.
Gosh. And then Iborg. That's a good actually run of episodes. Iborg, the next phase, and the Inner Light.
I
We
think
got some good
I
ones.
know
coming.
that's why I'm saying it's been tough. Like I'm trying to do my best, but I'm also not trying to just burn through them.
Yeah.
So I do, because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take, the idea of me becoming tenured as a host was floated for a little bit before it was actually like this is happening.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I probably should have saved that.
Darmok. What did you think of that episode?
I enjoyed it. I texted you guys. But it sucked because I was texting you guys while I was listening to the show, and like Bill had made a Darmok reference,
And
but
you
was
got
like-
it, yeah.
But it was like right after I had sent the text, and I wanted it known that I had made that reference
Yeah.
before I realized you guys were talking about
yeah,
it.
yeah. We have not really gone into this episode much, though, for the record.
I mean, it's really just a like.
There's not much going on in it, right? It's just a chance to say hi to Scotty again.
Because this is okay. So I don't, and this is the all like let's get to know each other episode. One of my issues with this is like if I don't have good things to say about an episode, I'm going to struggle talking crap about it.
Oh,
We're not big. Well,
I mean, we can be like if you look
sometimes.
at the DS9 episode Second Sight, I crap all over that episode.
One of the best episodes ever of Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
If I think an episode's going to be a stinker, I'm going to crap on it. If I like it, I like it.
And like legitimately, I mean, this episode because like when I went upstairs, and my wife was like, "What did you think of it?" And I was like, "It was really good." I was like, "But it also kind of made me sad."
Mm-hmm.
And it did make me sad because like, so obviously, I'm the Sunday school teacher at your church.
Yeah.
And occasionally my wife is down in there because my kid likes to go down there,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody's got to corral him because he's little and the other kids aren't little.
Mm-hmm.
And I Love Lucy got brought up the other day, and my wife loves I Love Lucy. And the gals in there, you know, they're under 12, have no idea.
Yeah, it's
And
weird.
I can see my wife get upset. Yeah. And I've got to like give her like the stop. Like
Why would they know?
why would they know? And there might come a day where they will, but like right now they're just gonna look and it's just gonna piss you off.
Yeah, just drop a Leave It to Beaver bomb on them
That
too.
actually happened to me right before I came here today. Eli said, he goes like, "Oh yeah," and I'm like, "You sound like Macho Man Randy Savage." He's like, "I have no idea who that is," so I had to pull up a clip
Oh
of
yeah,
Macho Man.
we're at that age too.
Yeah, yeah. So,
you're Scotty.
yeah.
So it's what I say. It's like they're trying to find Scotty's Walmart job.
I am at peace with this, like that aspect of my.
I was gonna say that too.
I've never had like the kids can pass me by. It's fine. There needs to be a space for that. I often talk about this in comics. There's a lot of up and coming kids, like TikTok kids, that are like jazzed about. And I'm so happy that they're just excited about it. Like if there's somebody out there loving Starfleet Academy, I'm not going to be like,
absolutely,
no. You know, I'm not going to.
This is a real Trek.
And I say like as an old timer, like I mean, I guess technically, this is weird. I have a little bit. You guys know that when it comes to comic book stuff, that's been my thing.
Yeah.
And I have. This feels like sometimes like I'm putting on a suit. Like I'm not like I would watch. You asked me to do the questions for Jeopardy.
Yes.
And I panicked because I was like, I don't know that much minutia. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like I said, I get my best friend can speak Klingon and has manuals for how the things work. You do too, you know. And so I suppose part of my apprehension about doing this is like, I certainly want everyone to understand that I am not an expert. I consider myself a fan, but I in no way, shape, or form would ever like.
And I think we talked about this when Bill was here.
Throw
Actually,
my weight around.
that it's
with
like
that or anything.
It's not about the knowledge; it's about the experience and the journey.
And I almost don't want us to view ourselves as experts.
Well, we're not experts by any stretch of the imagination.
Like, and I would never consider myself an expert. I'm not. I know I'm not. But like, to me, this is all about the journey together. Like watching these episodes and enjoying them
and fresh perspective.
Fresh perspectives.
I will admit I have choked up quite a few times. And when Scotty went on to the holodeck and it was the original.
Oh gosh, that was so great, wasn't it?
Dude.
Though I will say, that was a green screen, wasn't it?
No, he was actually they rebuilt that set.
Some of the initial shots looked very.
So obviously some of it was green screen when the holodeck kicked off.
Yeah,
obviously green screen. But
right.
No, when he was on that bridge, that was a reconstructed bridge.
Which would have been kind of cool for Patrick Stewart to go on too.
Yeah,
talking about being a captain. I think was my favorite scene, honestly. He's also like, "Oh, you might want to go easy," and he just pounds it. He's like, "Who do you think gave it to her?" Right? And in that moment, Scotty's like, "I found someone I can be friends with." And it's almost like he was so disconnected in that moment, and he needed something to bring him back to reality. And here's Jim Kirk, who is not the most, like professional captain in the world, who's friends with his crew, who kind of shoots off at the hip, and then this whole crew is looking like they're high and mighty, and then Picard comes in there and takes a shot with him. Like I think that's just a cool way to be like, for as much as things change, they stay the same. And that's kind of what I even took from this episode too.
So the episode reminds me a lot, and I know you're going to give me crap for it, but just let me go with it for a second. But it reminds me like the first time I truly listened to the lyrics "Invincible" by Tool.
Oh my gosh. No one
So
cares,
it's all
Sean. Rob.
It's all about aging and how you try to fight aging or try to deny aging, but it's happening, and then you reflect on aging, and that's on old times, and it's exactly what Scotty was doing in this episode, where maybe he wasn't fighting the aging part of it, but he was definitely kind of going, well, back here and back here, this is the story I want to tell, and it's kind of to the point where I'm getting to my life where it's like, okay, I can't move on a football field like I used to. I still try to play. It's kind of embarrassing, but I still try to play with these young kids who can just run around. I'm like, dude, if this was 30 years ago, type of thing. And, at my age, marketability, if I try to get a new job, I'm aging out of marketability for getting a new job in a lot of ways, because ageism, while is illegal, it's practiced. Whether subconsciously or not, it's practiced. And I'm not old by any stretch of imagination, but my marketability for, like, if I ever had to get a new job, is going to be minimized if it's not already. So I look at it like a lot. I watch this episode, I hear that song, and that's what I think of is like, oh, hope I'm here at this job for a while.
Yeah, I get that.
You should become a pastor.
Already am.
You're a reverend.
I am a reverend, and I am a real one.
So going back to what you were saying about like passing it on, like let the next generation on TikTok, who are all them come up. I view this all like some people could see this as a sad episode, and I see this as a beautiful episode about the passage of time, about how we can be at the top of our game, like feel like we're at the top of our game, but time marches on, and sooner or later we're not anymore, but there will always be someone else to step up and step in. And that's what I view that as a beautiful thing. Like one of the mottos that I work by within the church for myself, like that I used a lot of myself, is everyone is replaceable. And I do that for myself. So I never feel like, oh my gosh, if I don't do this, no one's, you never want to develop that attitude. That's a bad attitude to have. So like, I believe everyone is replaceable, but I view that as a good thing, because that gives other people a chance to step in and share that spotlight, right? Like Scotty did what he could do, so you can have Jordy kicking butt as, with those harmonica eyes, It looks like a harmonica.
We glossed over the fact that Scotty mean mugs Worf throughout the entire episode.
I like at the end too. He's like, hey, Deanna.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
Worf just walks away too.
But that's natural. He's just coming into.
No. I thought it was a really funny, subtle, like it.
I appreciated that they did that.
And they didn't really address it with words, which is kind of cool. Like he never was like, oh, a Cleon serving. And no, none of that. He's just like, huh? Lieutenant Worf, what?
He's like, why is this guy's in a uniform, bro?
Yeah. What's the deal? They should be in a penal colony.
I know.
Yeah. Come on, man.
I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed that. And it also makes you realize how great of an actor James Doohan really was. Like every scene he was in, he steals the scenes. He's really good. He slips right back into that character.
Yeah.
Which for him, that would have been how many years after Star Trek 6?
2 or 3.
2 or 3 years. So not that long.
Not that long. I mean, he went longer between Star Trek and Star Trek 1.
That's true. So,
yeah, let's throw that accent on again.
Yeah. I like how they give him a shuttle at the end. They're like, hey, you can have it. It's an extended loan. Go do what you want to do.
Go cruising.
But they give him a shuttle. It's not like he can do anything.
Well, it's like they have warp speed capability.
I know, but it's like, this is Scotty, man.
What are they going to give him, the saucer section?
Yeah.
It has only impulse capability.
Then give him the nacelles.
The star drive.
The star drive, yes. Give him a nacelle.
Yeah, a nacelle.
You can have a nacelle.
Yeah. You could at least give him the captain shot.
Mm. Do you find... Okay, here's the science fiction part of this episode. The whole idea of a Dyson sphere...
Okay.
It's just so absurd to me that I can never... Like, scientists have talked about how, like...
You can harness build around star.
That those could... That just seems so absurd how big that would even be. How would you even remotely begin to do that?
Bigger than the orbit of our Earth around the sun.
Yeah. A Dyson sphere.
It's
Like,
science fiction, right?
yeah, I know. But
So that
it's-
goes into the science fiction part of it, where
know.
you have a species that was so advanced at some point they built this thing just for shits and giggles because they weren't living there,
and they're all dead, right?
Yeah.
They're gone.
or they just didn't inhabit the place because they closed the door and forgot to unlock it.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, crap.
Yeah,
Where's the key? They lost it.
I can suspend that because that's been a long time.
It's like what happened with
thing
my
up there.
Tesla. Dies on 275, and I'm locked out.
Yeah, see, that was a Dyson
Same idea. It was a
Tesla.
Yeah, same idea. Stupid car. Swastika car.
Sorry.
Anyways, anything else from this episode, gentlemen?
I'm good.
The initial shot when Scotty's holodeck recreation of the Enterprise is shown was taken from the original series episode The Side of Paradise, composited it into this episode by blue screen. The part of the bridge where Scotty and Picard have their conversation was built new. The command chair and helm console were provided by a fan, Steve Horch, who originally built them for use at Star Trek conventions. Interesting.
There we go.
Interesting. Oh, the USS Genelin was a modified model of a shuttlecraft that had appeared in Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country.
Nice. Yeah, the one that was approaching the Enterprise.
And this shuttle was the basis for the runabout
Oh, nice.
in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Oh, and the whiskey in this episode was High C Ecto Cooler,
Nice.
That's awesome.
which was used to promote the real Ghostbusters, which was a great cartoon back in the day. All right, let's give this episode a rating, gentlemen. This is a big moment for you.
Oh no.
Yeah,
This is the first time
you're dropping a rating on us.
you're rating an episode. First time ever. So should we make him go last?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Because I need to understand the rating system.
Yeah. So 5 is base. 5 is like, it's okay. It doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean it's good. It's okay. Once you get to 5, like above 5 categories, like I'd watch that episode again. 5 and below is like, I don't really need to see it again.
Sure.
1 obviously is like, this is a terrible episode or like bad,
Yeah.
Dude, there was a Troy episode a few before. I gotta have season 4 pulled up. There was an episode.
Oh,
where
is
I
it
was
the
just
one
like,
with the minds, the mind essay that she had?
I don't know, but
No, I think that was last week.
There's another one earlier too.
Go figure. They abused Troy.
There was a time where that happened to her, and they all blew right past it. They're like, "Get over it. You're fine."
Yeah,
And
what's
it's
wrong
like,
with you?
the one you just watched, where she's walking around in the robe, that
Oh,
is gonna get a better grade just based on that.
yeah. That's not gonna hurt. Was it a
doesn't?
season?
Like I'd watch that again.
Yeah.
In spits.
Actually, I gotta watch this again just because it's for the show.
You're talking about silicone avatar where it takes over her
Yes.
body.
Oh
yeah.
my god, dude, that
Yeah.
was where I made the Weezer analogy. with
Yeah,
you guys,
yeah.
where
That's
I was
like they're bangers up to that point, and then you're like, what? Oh.
what happened?
I feel like sometimes the writers really struggle with Deanna Troy. They struggle with the women.
They struggle
of the
with
show.
Crusher, yeah.
Like Crusher and Deanna Troy. They struggled to give them.
I liked the episode where Crusher like met the dude.
Crusher hardly knew her.
Like the guy, and then his body died.
Yes.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then he came back in
So that
the
makes
women's body.
really good dinner conversation with the significant other, just so you know.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because you can throw lots of scenarios.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
there
you
you
can
go.
test some racist qualities in there if you want to. You can push the age limit. see
Yeah,
how
because
that
the
goes.
bridge too far was when she became a woman. Then she's like,
Right.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
But when she was the other man, she was fine with it. Really, kind of, sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah, sort of. Like she could have got past it.
Yeah. But like, no, too far.
Yeah. So Bill, anyways,
But there's probably a movie very similar to that, Back to the Future, that you haven't watched. That probably covers that episode.
Yeah.
wait, what? Am I an idiot?
Yes.
Okay, I'm an idiot.
There's probably a movie out there on the internet where Beverly Crusher is
Oh.
going to town with female alien.
Yeah. She got past it.
I mean, you keep watching Next Generation, you might find that happens.
I hope not. I don't want any Spock dong.
You don't know
Or
until
go
you've
ahead
seen
and
it.
watch Brave New Worlds, guys. No, thank you.
It's called Strange
It's
New
not his
Worlds.
dong. It's his chest, and he's ripped, and you're just offended.
Yeah.
All right.
He's just turned on and doesn't know how to deal with
So,
it.
anyways, you can
Those
give it up.
ears, man.
You can give an episode of 5. That doesn't mean it's bad, right? It
Okay.
just means it's okay.
It just means it's there.
it's there. So, like to put this into perspective,
So how many 1s through 4s have you guys given out?
Quite a few.
Quite a few, especially in the
I
first
just think
season.
it's weird that you guys are setting the bar at 5 of
Like-
like this is okay.
Like Code of Honor from the very first season. Super racist episode. It's
Okay.
like a 1. We gave 1s.
Everybody gave 1s because I think I was there for that episode.
I gave a 1.5.
What did I give?
You were not there for Code of Honor. That's first season. That's the 3rd episode of the first season.
What was the so my first appearance was when Tasha Yar died, right?
Yeah, so that would have been
Skin of Evil.
Skin of Evil.
You gave it a 6.5.
Okay.
And I gave it a 6.5. So, it seems like you already... Oh, wait. Yeah, and you have some other ones in here. Did you reviewed Haven and The Big Goodbye?
Refresh my memory, pals.
The Goodbye is the one where Picard goes on the holodeck in...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven was the planet where everything is perfect, and
believe
Wesley
so.
steps in the...
Yep.
Yep.
You gave it a 10?
Did I?
That's what it has here.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I gave it an 8.
I remember because I was like, really?
Haven, huh?
Yeah.
I gave it 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's that was the take. That was the
Was
take.
there? I'd love to know my reasoning. I got to go back.
Well,
and
the good
listen
news
to
is
this. I
were
gotta
you
go
can
back.
watch it.
Were you drunk?
Well, I imagine that
It's not a
there's-
bad episode, I don't think.
I think I might have been defending Wesley's honor in that one.
Yeah, Rob gave it a 5.5. Joe gave that a 6. I gave it an 8.
I might have been mad at your guys' rating.
So
and
that's
just
why
immediately given it a
I
10.
gave it an 8.
I
That's
can
solid.
actually believe that out of you.
Yeah.
I like that episode. I like what it says about.
I think I might have been surly during that one.
Yeah, I mean it happens. All right, so Relics. Let's do this. Should we save you for last?
Sure.
All right. I give Relics. Okay, part of it is I want to romanticize it because Scotty's
Exactly,
in it.
right?
So that's what you're like. Oh, this is an 8 or a 9. I don't know if it is. I think this is a 7.
See, I was going to go 7.5.
7.5. Okay.
Because I think, to your point, you're right. I also don't like how Jordy talked down to him.
Yeah, Jordy's but
So I'm
that
going
actually
7.
almost makes it better because then it's like Jordy, you're a little prick.
And he comes around at the end when he realized, like, yeah, Picard kind of set him straight.
So you give it a 7. 7 for me.
Man, I wish I hadn't asked that Haven question.
I know.
Because
Now
I
you,
liked it a lot more than Haven because I couldn't even remember Haven.
well, I give this one a 14
I
out
know.
of 10.
We haven't done that.
But you know what? I think like
Though, just because 1 6 is not equal to another 6 sometimes.
right, exactly. And all the episodes hit us in different ways at different times.
Yeah.
So what's a 10 today might not be a 10 tomorrow for that same
Yeah.
episode.
Okay.
Yeah. So there,
Yeah, it is what it is.
we play fast and loose with our ratings.
My gut says 8.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
All right. All right.
Because, like, where you're talking about the Geordie thing, I actually kind of like that Geordie didn't.
Yeah.
Well, from a story standpoint, I like it, but from a respect your elders part, I didn't like it.
And it's like it's obviously I mean, it would be an 8 alone for me just for him walking on the bridge having a drink like member berries for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
yeah.
know, as far as rewatchability, it's a done in one. You don't need to know anything else, so it's easy to kind of hop into that one.
Yeah.
I'd give Redemption Part 1 and 2 like a fucking 15. If I could.
That's
Like that's
so
right
good.
now. That's the bar for me.
That's
I think.
so good. I'm trying to remember what did we give those. Let me pull
I don't
that
remember,
up.
but I think like my bar is yesterday's Enterprise for this show.
It's great.
Yesterday's Enterprise was a
I
really
need to rewatch that one.
Yeah.
Rachel like them going back knowing that they would die.
Yeah.
Like, it's so great.
I'm a little bit bummed that Wesley got to make out with Ashley Judd.
Oh man,
So,
tell me, especially back then, Ashley Judd was
Right?
Yeah, legit.
That I was like, what the? I was glad he came back though.
Yeah, because I didn't know who Ashley Judd was back then, but I remember watching that going,
I do like watching older shows and finding actors that went on, and like there's a lot in Star Trek.
There's
There's
a
like a lot.
Oh, a
And the
ton.
other thing is like, and I know that we're way over time.
Yeah, we're almost at 2 hours, gentlemen. It's been
sorry.
a long time.
I'm so sorry. This is what's going to happen
No,
with me.
no, it's fine. It's fine.
When I was watching, what's it called? What episode did you spoil for me?
unification.
Unification, yeah.
And it opens up with the female admiral. This
Yeah.
is no shade, okay?
Yeah.
But that just looked like a normal woman, right? Okay? And that's another thing.
We don't do that anymore. Everyone has to be beautiful
Yeah.
and amazing. Yeah.
And like a lot
That's
of
my problem with
a lot
Starfleet
of the
Academy.
characters on the show, I'm just like, they just look like normal people. Like you could pass some of the day players on the street and never know who they are.
Yep.
And they've got careers of like being these people. And I miss that.
Yeah.
I miss that about television.
That's television
it makes
in
it
general.
real.
I miss that about
that's
people who
movies.
sing.
Yeah.
And that's
Why are you looking at me?
I'm just saying, people that sing, they all got to be gorgeous too. It's like
that's true.
I rather
Well,
I want to hear the voice.
That's because
Radio
video.
star, pal.
Yes, thank you. Video killed the radio star.
Oh yeah. But I just want to. I'm listening for the music, not for the person.
Not anymore. They're not.
Yeah, so that is not a knock on the show, like the newer stuff. It's just kind of a thing that I've seen in Next Gen where I'm just like, I like that they look like people.
Yeah.
I really like Reg, by the way.
Yeah, Reg.
He's great, man. Barkley.
There's an action figure of him at my comic book shop that I've got my eye on. I'm like, I need a Reg
Over
toy.
A to Z.
Yeah.
There's an early season 6 episode with him in it. You're gonna get to. So
Number 2.
Yeah. it's
Was it
second
Realm of
season.
Fear?
Yeah.
It's Realm of Fear. I was here when they were talking about it. I'm
Oh,
aware.
There you go.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Speaking of spoilers, we're almost at 2 hours, so we're wrapping up.
Sorry.
Jeopardy 2 is out. Watch that.
Jeopardy 2.
Or Jeopardy 8, sorry.
Yeah. Do those things. We would like it. But that's it, right?
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Real.
That's right.
And it's been great.
You've been great.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
734-494-0980. Yeah, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers.
trying.
So
Holy
we're almost
smokes.
there. We're getting there. So
We didn't really try for a while. And then we started trying 2 months ago.
yeah, we got.
And then I'm going to come on.
I mean, it started before you got on.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
You're just joining the sinking ship. But thanks, everyone. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.